Okay guys, yes, papasa. Ayan guys, if masyado akong mabilis mag-explain or masyado mabagal, let me know on our chat box, okay? Papasa, what is our goal? Top rankers from Baguio, nurses from Baguio, what is your goal? To top the board exam. Yes na yes, papasa, and even more so, magtatap. Hybrid din ba yung mga taga Baguio guys? Face-to-face and with online class, hybrid din ba? To top the board exam. Alright guys, let's start Recall 6 and P3. Recall 6 and P3. So, guys, nung time namin, last year, November 2024, merong NP1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no? So, sa NP1, CHN, NP2, maternal, NP3, NP4, were most likely medical surgical, and then NP5 psych. Ngayon, nababalitan ng TOS, yung table of specification, para may naka-specific na number of items in a specific topic, no? So, guys, ang gagamitin nyo lang, since magkaiba na yung forms from the late BON, from previous BON, to this time na BON, are test taking strategy. Ayun yung babaunin natin, guys. Alright, let's start. Number 1. So guys, if you mga mag-screenshot, let me know na lang po sa ating chat box. Kiara has felt constipated and bloated for quite a while now. 2 days ago, she was complaining of moderate cramping in her abdomen, and then upon assessment, she is febrile with 2 episodes of vomiting before arriving to the emergency department. Nurse Elisa suspects that she has diverticulitis. The following questions apply. So guys, when you see diverticulitis, this is the herniation or outpouching of the sigmoid colon due to impacted fecal, no? So from the question number 1, kapag merong tanong sa board exam na region or areas, what do I do? Sa mismo board exam kasi guys, pwede niyong sulatan yung questionnaire, pwede kayong maglinya, pwede kayong mag-drawing, anything na natatanong sa topic, pwede niyong isulat sa questionnaire. Ang kinakailangan lamang na malinis is yung scantron, no, yung shade nyo. So what do we do when I was reviewing for board, when I was taking the board exam, when I took the board exam, naglalagay ako ng drawing sa gilid. So right, we have this is 4 quadrants of the abdomen, right upper quadrant, left upper quadrant, right lower quadrant, and left lower quadrant. Tapos tinatandaan ko lang guys kung ano ba yung mga common organ na nakikita natin in that specific quadrant, no? So for right upper quadrant, the common organ is what you call gallbladder. For left upper quadrant, the common organ that you could see is pancreas. For right lower quadrant would be appendix. And for left lower quadrant would be your sigmoid colon, rectum, anus, large intestine. Ang diverticulitis ay saan mo siya commonly nakikita? This is commonly seen in your sigmoid colon. Therefore, the correct answer to number 51 is letter D, left lower quadrant. Screenshot everyone, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, screenshot. Yung number 1 guys, no, yung right lower upper quadrant, that is common to cholecystitis. Right lower quadrant guys, that is common to appendicitis. And left upper quadrant would be pancreatitis. Okay guys, clear? Screenshot po, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Next item, number 52. Nurse Elisa differentiates diverticulitis from diverticulosis. She is incorrect when she states which of the following statement to describe the disorder. When you say, guys, incorrect, what are you looking? What kind of answer you were looking? Kapag nakita yung incorrect, except, all but one, you were looking for a negative answer. So what do we do when I took the board exam? Naglalagay ako ng mga negative sign para hindi ka na mawala, no? Para hindi ka malito sa mga choices. So for number 52, the incorrect answer here, guys, is letter A. Diverticulosis develop as a result of high intake of fiber and fast colonic transit time. The most common cause and the major cause of diverticulosis is low fiber diet, because low fiber diet could lead to constipation, and when there is impacted constipation, guys, pwede itong magkaroon ng inflammation. Alright everyone, screenshot, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. We'll now move on to the next item. Guys, clear naman ba yung boses ko sa inyo? May echo, hindi masyadong marinig. Double check lang guys if clear, crystal clear, audible naman. Clear po. Okay, thank you po sa sumagot. Next item, number 53. Which of the following dietary recommendation can Nurse Elisa provide Kiara to manage her condition? So ano lang i-recommend nyo guys? Isa sa test taking strategy na pwede nyo baunin sa board exam is what do you call guys the elimination. If you will just look on the following choices guys, ano sa tingin nyo yung una nyong i-eliminate na choices? May I know your response guys? What do you think is the first 2 options na i-eliminate nyo? Yung sure na sure kayo na maling sagot siya. Yes, correct. Letter C. What's the other one? Ano pa yung isa pang? Sure ka na mali. Yes, letter B and C. Therefore, may iwanan ka ng 50% of chance na pwede mong isagot. No? Eliminate na yung food slow in farmer. Why? Because sabi nga natin na this is the cause. Ito ang cause. Therefore, hindi mo na i-recommend sa patient mo na mayroong diverticulosis. High-fat diet that is unhealthy, that is not helpful to common gastrointestinal illnesses. The correct answer to number 53 is letter A. Fluid intake of 2 liters per day. Yung letter D, guys, yung regular diet that is very big, very general. No? Therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Screenshot everyone. Let's move on to number 54. The diagnostic procedure of choice to confirm diverticulitis is revealed and to reveal and reveal any perforation or abscess is done through. So ano raw, ang best choice yung gold standard in order to confirm diverticulitis, the correct answer to that case is letter A, abdominal CT scan with contrast. Guys, kapag ang mga diagnostic procedure nyo ay mayroong contrast, no, nagpa-provide ito ng better image in order for your physician to visualize and the inflamed diverticula, if there is any perforation, if there are any abscesses. Yung abdominal x-ray guys, ginagamit lang ito as initial evaluation. This is only used as initial evaluation. Yung CBC with elevated WBC count, yes, it indicates inflammation. However, kinakailangan pa ng other diagnostic procedure in order to identify diverticulitis. Yung letter D, yung presence of front blood in the stool, guys, maraming cause yung dugo sa gastrointestinal, pwedeng hemorrhoids, pwedeng may rupture. So ano ang confirmatory if there is bleeding? Colonoscopy. No, this is for colonoscopy. It doesn't really tell you that that is diverticulitis. So kapag may dugo, it doesn't necessarily mean na diverticulitis. Therefore, the correct answer to number 54 is letter A. Screenshot. Next. A few hours later daw, Kiara reports sudden severe abdominal pain that radiates to the back and shoulder. Upon assessment, yan, so sa ating TA or pa-accept daw po yung other participants. Hold on, mag-admit tayo. Ayan. Hold on, nag-admit na tayo ng mga nag-join. Okay? Let's move on. So sa number 55, a few hours later daw, Kiara reports sudden severe abdominal pain that radiates to the back and the shoulder. Upon assessment, the abdomen appears rigid and board-like with absent bowel sound. Kiara has a weak jelly pulse and nauseated. Which of the following priority intervention should Nurse Elisa perform immediately? So guys, from the following situation, from the following signs and symptoms, what do you think guys is the medical emergency natin tutuin natin dyan? Rigid, board-like, absent bowel sound, weak and jelly pulse. What do you think guys is the medical emergency that we are talking about that? Other choices guys. So kapag binabasa kayo sa board exam, common na common kapag merong gastrointestinal illness, yes, meron perforation. That perforation is what we call peritonitis. That perforation is what you call peritonitis. Perforation or rupture. Alright, that is peritonitis. Rigid, board-like, absent bowel sounds, ayan ang common signs and symptoms of peritonitis. And when you say peritonitis, guys, it is a medical emergency. Guys, isa sa test-taking strategy na may share ko sa inyo, yung tinatawag natin do not pass the buck, no? So, meron kong responsibilities as a nurse, but what you could do in medical emergency, you need to notify the physician immediately. Why? Because it needs an abrupt assessment, it needs a prompt treatment, no? It is immediate notification to your physician during that time is highly crucial. Alright, correct answer is letter C. Screenshot everyone, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll now move on to 56. In order to assess for risk for pressure injury, Nurse Iliana can perform all of the following nursing actions, except guys, you were looking for the negative answer. So since you were looking for the negative answer, what is the correct answer in number 56? Correct answer is letter D, evaluate the use of skincare products. Guys, hindi mo trabaho as a nurse and hindi mo ma-assess yung risk ng individual sa pag-assess ng skincare products. While your A, B, and C could determine kung sino ba yung mga pasyente mong high risk for pressure injury. What are pressure injuries? Ayun yung bed sores due to limited movement, no turning, bedridden, nagkakaroon sila ng pressure injuries or bed sores. Common na common yan guys sa mga bedridden. Yung letter A, evaluate the level of mobility. When you say evaluate the level of mobility, no, kapag limited mobility, it increases the risk for pressure ulcers due to decreased circulation. Kasi sa neurovascular status, walang pakiramdam, hindi nakakagalaw, compromise ang circulation. Incontinence guys, kapag moist masyado, basa masyado, moisture from the incontinence can macerate the skin, making it more susceptible to pressure injury. Alright, everyone? Screenshot. We'll now move on to 57. The most common site or area susceptible to pressure injuries are, what do you think is the correct answer? When you were looking for the most common site or area, correct answer is letter B, sacrum and heels. Why? Because when your patient, guys, kapag sila ay nakahiga, saan mas umano yung gravity ng bigat nila, di ba? Usually sa puwetan, pati sa kanila heels, no? Therefore, that is the most common site for pressure injury. Yes, A, B, C, lahat sila pwede magkaroon ng pressure injury, but yung pinaka-common or yung pinaka-kung common yung matatagpuan is letter B, sacrum and heels, no? Sacrum and heels. Guys, I am working as a government nurse sa PGH, but on my part-time job, I am working as a private duty nurse. And talagang mapapansin mo guys yung mga sa private hospital, common na common sa puwetan nila, tapos ang lalalim, nagiging decubitus ulcer, yung iba nagilid pa sa septic shock. So very important guys, once na maging nurse na kayo this year and once na mag-work na kayo by next year, importante kapag endorsement, watch out for pressure injury. Magandang nag-endorsement guys sa bedside talaga. Alright, next number 58. Nurse Iliana stages the pressure injury of one of the patients who was admitted to the ICU with existing community-acquired pressure injury. She is aware that partial thickness skin loss with exposed epidermis is considered as, when you say partial thickness skin loss, that is stage 2. When you say stage 1 guys, this is the non-blanching erythema or redness. Namumula-mula lang. Yung stage 2 pressure injury, sila yung tinatawag na partial. When you say partial, na-expose na ang epidermis. When you say stage 3, guys, that is what you call full thickness. And when you say stage 4, that is deep. I will show you guys, I will present you the picture of different stages of pressure injury. Screenshot for this one. We'll move on to the picture ng stages of pressure injury. Here you go, guys. Ayan. So nakikita nyo guys yung difference nila. This is stage 1, namumula-mula lang. Stage 2, may kasama ng konting balat. Stage 3, full thick deepness na, malalim na. Stage 4, may times na kasama na yung muscle, tendons, deep na malalim na, no? Just like in the picture. Alright, next number, 59. Screenshot everyone. To minimize moisture on the skin, the most inappropriate measure for Nurse Iliana to apply would be most inappropriate daw guys. You were looking for the negative answer, most inappropriate. Correct answer is the letter B. Kasi ano ba ang goal natin guys? What is our goal? Our goal here guys is to minimize the moisture. Kapag naglagay ka pa ng lotion guys, ng blunt lotion, that would add moisture to the skin, which is the opposite of our desired effect. Alright? Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Next item, number 60. Which nursing intervention, guys, is the most crucial for the prevention of pressure injury? Ano yung most crucial, guys? Para ma-prevent yung pressure injury, na-mention ko na yan kanina sa situation na binigay ko. Pinakamahalagang gawin natin ay frequent position changes, guys. It is highly encouraged to turn our patient every 2 hours in order to promote blood flow, blood circulation. No? Yung letter C, do you eliminate protein from the diet? Is it correct to eliminate protein from the diet? No, we all know, guys, na protein is responsible for muscle growth and wound healing. Yung letter B, elevate the head of the bed to more than 30 degrees. That is not specifically designed for pressure injury. And yung letter D, ignore. Tama ba na ignore mga skin folds? Lalo na pa nagpa-perform ng hygiene measures? Of course not. Therefore, the correct answer is letter A, frequent position changes. Guys, kapag kayo ay nag-work sa private hospital, like St. Luke's, Makati Med, Chinese Gen, Iloilo Manila. So, ang common, ang pag-turning guys are nurses' roles and responsibility. While if mag-work naman kayo sa public, let's say national government, mga public hospital, PGH, ganyan, ang gagawin mo doon, ituturuan mo yung relative na ma'am, kailangan po natin siyang i-turn, hindi niyo po siya kaya na i-turn na kayo lang, tapos po sa station para matulungan po namin kayo together with the nursing aid or nursing assistant. Alright? Next, number 61. We have a situation here guys, no? Si Elmer daw na-diagnose na meron end-stage renal disease. Yan, nabanggit yan guys, nung last convention sa Philippine Nurses Association na inatinan ko nitong August 15, nabanggit nila na possible daw na magkaroon ng mga questions related to CKD, hypertension, diabetes, mga lifestyle illnesses. Kasi ang taas na ng rate ng CKD ngayon sa Pilipinas, even yung mga young age dahil sa kanilang food intake, dahil sa kanilang lifestyle, fast food, chichirya, ganun, alright? So yeah, let's go back to the situation. Si Elmer daw guys ay na-diagnose na meron end-stage renal disease and he is set to undergo hemodialysis while waiting for availability for functioning kidney transplant. Nurse Mocha assisting during his stay in the hospital. Nurse Mocha knows that the most sensitive indicator of renal function is, what's the correct answer? Correct answer here guys is letter C, glomerular filtration rate. The most sensitive indicator of renal function guys is the GFR. Why? Because GFR directly measures the rate at which the kidney filters waste product. No? This is the most accurate assessment for kidney function. Ma'am, bakit po hindi BUN? Guys, yung BUN pwede maapektuhan ng diet, ng exercise, ng muscle wasting. Yung serum creatinine that is known as marker for kidney function, that is not as sensitive as GFR. Yung ABG, that is for your acid-base imbalances. Alright, screenshot everyone. Next, we'll move on to number 62. Nurse Mocha interprets that ABG of the patient result shows a pH of 7.28 bicarb of 10 and carbon dioxide of 55. What do you think is the correct answer, guys? Familiar na ba sa normal values of ABG? Familiar na kayo guys sa normal values ng ABG? Natapang na ba siya sa inyo? So normal values for ABG for pH, what is the normal value for pH? 7.35 to 7.45. For bicarb, what is the normal value for bicarb for HCO3? 22 to 26. And the normal value, guys, for carbon dioxide is 45 to 35. Ma'am, bakit nakabaligtad yung 45 to 35? Guys, in order for you para makita mo, diba, yung side na to, lahat ng mababasa side na to, except higher PaCO3, that is acidotic. While nasa side na to, guys, anything above this, or anything lower than PaCO3, that is alkalotic. Alright, yung letter, result show 7.28, this is acidotic. Bicarb na 10, that is also acidotic. And yung PaCO3 na 3, that is also acidotic. Since lahat sila, guys, is acidotic, ano ang tamang sagot? What is the correct answer? Since ma'am, lahat sila acidotic. What's the correct answer? Wait lang, guys, nag-connect yung, ayan. Yes, the correct answer, guys, is letter C, metabolic acidosis. Ma'am, bakit po lahat sila acidotic? Titingin ka sa ganito, guys. Yung bicarb mo na 10 and 22, ilan ang difference nila? 12. When you say bicarb, that is bicarb, metabolic. Alright, BB, bicarb, metabolic. Yung PaCO2 mo and yung normal value, ilan ang difference nila? 10. Mas malayo, guys, yung bicarb or yung PaCO2? Ano siya? Mas metabolic siya or respiratory? Mas malayo yung bicarb. Therefore, the correct answer to that is metabolic acidosis. Alright, screenshot everyone. We'll move on to the next item. 63. Nephrologist requires strict monitoring of intake and output among patients with renal disorders, and nurse can effectively assess for fluid status by doing all of the following, except you are looking for a negative answer, guys. What is the correct answer? Except. Correct answer is letter A. Assess the patient's food preferences. While assessing the patient's food preferences can play a vital role in assessing the nutritional intake overall, it does not provide an accurate measurement for fluid balances, no? Ano ito yung mga nagbibigay ng fluid balances na measurement? Ay, sorry, mali ako na-highlight. Sorry, letter B, guys, letter B, yung sagot. Ano, yung letter A, assess skin trigger with the patient daily and check for neck distension. Kasi diba kapag chinek mo yung kanilang skin trigger when you pinch, kapag nagkaroon ng tenting, it means fluid depletion, it means your patient is dehydrated. While kapag meron namang edema, namamanas, namamaga, that is fluid overload. Next, yung weight the patient daily. Ano yung equivalent of 1 kilogram? 1 kilogram of weight loss is equivalent to 1 liter of fluid loss. No? That is why it is crucial in tracking fluid balance. Ma'am, pwede pa pabagalan ng konti. Okay, sige, masyado bang mabilis? Okay, sige, masyado pa lang mabilis. I'm so sorry. Alright. So yun nga, bakit natin sila tinitimbang? Common din sa mga patient mo na merong end-stage renal disease, sila ay tinitimbang para makita mo kung dagdagan pa yung weight nila or nabawasan. Yung mga nag-undergo ng hemodialysis. Di ba guys, yung mga nag-undergo ng hemodialysis, tinitimbang natin sila para nakita natin if may nabawas ba sa kanilang fluid volume. Alright? Again ha, 1 kilogram is equals to 1 liter. Kasi sabi, ma'am, yung TA po, kasi yun lang po pa-admit daw po nung iba. Ayan, nag-admit na rin tayo. Okay? Next. Okay, so sa check for neck distension, guys, that is highly crucial, lalo na sa patient mo na mayroong advanced kidney disease. Alright, guys? If you have extra time, aralin, basahin ang hemodialysis, yung mga chronic kidney disease, and stage renal disease. Alright? Next, number 64. Screenshot. Next. Kaya ba, guys? Nakakasabay ba? Sakto lang ba? Masyado tayong mabilis. Let me know, everyone, if sakto lang or masyado mabilis. Or nakakasabay naman. Or parang nag-rap na po ba ako? Okay, everyone, let me know if masyado ako mabilis. Alright? Nag-rap na. Okay, sorry if nag-rap na. Babagalan ko na. Yung iba naman sakto lang. Sige, bagalan natin para mas magets ng iba. May mga taga-Cavite, taga-Baguio. May mga taga-Cavite na pumapasok. Next. So si Elmer muna, guys. Si Elmer ay in-schedule parang naka-times 2 na. Sorry na, parang pag times 2 niyo to, mas mabilis, mas tapos agad. The joke lang, mas naiintindihan pa rin. Sige, bagalan ko ng konti. Medyo mabilis kasi talaga ako magsalita. But I'll try my best na bagalan. Hindi naman ako naiintindihan, everyone. Ginagawa niyo ba guys yung kapag recorded, times 2 niyo yung ratio? Kapag naka-recorded, kung hindi ka nakapasok ngayon, tapos magre-recorded ka na lang, yung times 2 mo siya. Di ba? Gawain ko rin yan before. Pag kailangan marami akong magawa ngayong araw na to, times 2 ko na lang. Di ba? May iba naman very clear talaga sila magsalita. Kahit naka-times 2 na parang bagal pa rin. Okay, guys, let's move back to our topic. So, ayan, si Elmer daw ay in-schedule sa arteriovenous fistula, no? Arteriovenous fistula, created on his right forearm. Nurse Mocha will interpret the following as abnormal. When you say abnormal, ganyan, lagyan mo ng keyword, guys, lagyan mo ng sign. Is it negative or positive? When it comes to the vascular access for dialysis, except, guys, kapag double negative, ang questions, what are you looking for? Kapag double negative, you were looking for a positive answer. Tandaan nyo yan sa board exam. Kapag double negative theory, double negative ang keyword na nandun, you are looking for the positive answer. Correct answer here, guys, is letter D. Presence of trill and bruit, no? Guys, I would like to show you another test taking strategy. If titingin na kayo sa letter A, B, C, and D, what do you think is the answer? If titingin na kayo sa letter A, B, C, D, choices lang, walang tanong-tanong, what do you think is the answer? Kapag ganyan lang given. Correct answer, guys, is letter D, Y. A, B, and C are all showing negative signs and symptoms, showing complications. While yung letter D, yun ang inaiba, presence of trill and bruit, which shows the patency and kung intact pa ba yung iyong EBF fistula. Alright, so ayan, isa sa mga test taking strategy. Kapag sa board exam, nakita mo yung mga choices, lahat sila pare-parehas ng thought, pare-parehas ng gustong sabihin, most likely those choices are incorrect. And yung isang naiba ron, that is the correct answer. So this pain at the right extremity could possibly show complication. Poor capillary refill, hindi siya encouraged. Kapag meron kang EBF fistula, dapat mayroon kang good flow. Yung numbness and tingling, guys, that presents in neurovascular damage. Now, therefore, the correct answer is letter D, presence of trill and bruit. Nag-aaral ako, guys, when I was 4th year student during that time. Tapos na duty kami sa hemodialysis. Ang palatandaan ko sa trill and bruit, trill, it is when you feel something. Kapag hinawakan mo yung IVF fistula and then you feel something na parang may umaagos, that is trill, right? When you were excited, when you feel something, that is trill. Excited na ba kayo makuha ang inyong lisensya, nurses of 2025? Excited na ba kayo, guys? Excited na ba kayo mapasama ang pangalan niya sa libro na ito? Excited na ba kayong makita ang pangalan niya dito? Are you excited, everyone? Excited na ba mag-oath? Because what is our goal? Excited na ba kayo makita yung pangalan niya sa Zoom pa lang? And then sooner or later, nandiyan ang inyong name. Alright? Believe in manifestation. Believe that your hard work will surely be a successful one. Yes, to top the board exam. Alright? So yan. So yun, that is real. When you were excited RN 2025 top 3, yes, maging kagaya tayo ni Sir Vince Tongbok. If familiar kayo kay Vince Tongbok, diba isa siyang lecturer sa top rank, yung top 1 noong November 2023, tapos meron siyang TikTok na minamanifest ko top 2, tapos naging top 1 siya, diba? So maniwala sa manifestation. Totoo, nag-work ang manifestation, guys. Nung ako yung nag-take ng board exam, before pa mag-take ng board exam, nag-manifest lang ako ng board rating ko. Gumawa ko ng parang tarpaulin, to congratulate myself, yung layout ng tarpaulin, and then kung ano yung mismong nilagay ko na grade doon sa manifestation na tarpaulin na ginawa ko lang, ayun yung nakuha kong board rating. So again, believe in manifestation. So yeah, let's go back. When you say Bruwit naman, ang ginawa kong palatandaan nung ako yung nagre-review sa board exam, ay nung ako yung fourth year nursing student na nasa Himulayasis, Bruwit sounds like birit. Bruwit sounds like birit. Kapag bumibirit, may naririnig ka. Therefore, when you place your stethoscope on the ABF fistula and you hear a whooshing sound, like parang agos ng alon, agos ng tubig, that is Bruwit. Alright, everyone, crystal clear. Ayan, nag-admit pa rin tayo. Screenshot po, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. We'll now move on to the next item. Number 65. Nurse Maka understands that all but one are inappropriate intervention when it comes to the patient with ABF fistula. Kaya siguro yung iba late na nila na, late na nila nalaman na nag-move yung schedule natin ng 3 to 9 p.m. Kaya siguro ngayon pa lang sila pumapasok. I'm so sorry guys, but if you have question, you could ask me later sa break, alright? So yeah, Nurse Maka understands that all but one are inappropriate intervention when it comes to the patients with ABF fistula. Uy, may isa ito pumapasok taga Manila Block 1, i-admit ba natin siya? Yung isa pumapasok taga Manila Block 1, tapos yung Manila Block 1 guys. But yeah, sige, admit na lang din natin. When it comes to the client with arteriovenous fistula daw, all but one. When you say all but one, you were looking for a negative answer. Guys, talamak na talamak yan sa board exam, all but one. And I want you to know that you have to know the name of the game sa board exam. You have to know the name of the game, yung mga rewording, yung mga keywords na except, incorrect. Kasi konting difference lang from the question itself. Pwede ka na magka-mali. What is the correct answer? If titingin ka lang sa choices without looking at the question, what do you think is the answer? Correct answer guys is letter D. Place an armed precaution site on the bedside table. Pero pag isa salita, inappropriate, therefore you were looking for the positive answer, guys. Hindi pwede mag-BP ka, diba? Sa merong site ng AVF fistula, kasi pwede itong ma-destroy yung patency, hindi rin pwede mag-extract ka ng blood from that, diba? Kasi yung ugat nun, malakas yung artery nga, yung arterio, diba? And then insert a large bore access, and no, that is not the correct answer. Next, screenshot 66. Patients is approaching the end of life care experience and benefit from palliative. As a nurse now, si Nurse Regine is knowledgeable about palliative and end of life care, recognize principles and the ability to recognize the unique response of each patient to a family to a given illness. The following questions apply. What's your answer, guys? What is your answer? The number 66. Correct answer is letter D, all of the above. As a nurse, guys, trabaho natin na i-advocate kung ano man yung gusto ng pasyente, kung ano yung gusto ng kanilang relative. Trabaho natin, guys, na i-update sila ng nursing updates, kumusta na. And kung hindi man sila maunawaan from the medical terms, trabaho natin na i-interpret yon sa kanila. Therefore, the correct answer is letter D, all of the above. Alright, everyone, screenshot. We'll now move on to number 67. Nag-screenshot ba kayo guys ng mga ganito? Or yung iba hindi naman. Ako nung nag-review before, screenshot ako. Tapos, mas pabalik pa po. screenshot, everyone. Next, number 67. Which of the following pertains to a legal document through which the patient appoints and authorizes another person to make medical decision on their behalf? Guys, kapag nag-set ka na ng another patient, another person para mag-decide sa'yo when you are incapacitated to do so, kapag ikaw ay unable na to do so, pwede meron ka ng malalang sakit, the correct answer to that is letter C, durable power of attorney. No? A durable power of attorney in healthcare, guys, it allows a patient to designate someone to make a medical decision on their behalf once he or she becomes incapacitated to do so. Mas common na nangyayari yan din sa mga private institution, yung mga BVIP na client. And when you say advance directive naman, guys, advance directive is a broad term that encompasses various documents related to end of life care. Living will naman, ito yung nagbibigay sa patient na ito yung gusto ng treatment na matanggap, ito yung ayaw na treatment na matanggap, those stuff. And then when you say POLST or the physician's order for life sustaining, these documents focus on specific medical order regarding life sustaining treatment. Therefore, the correct answer to number 67 is letter C, durable power of attorney. Next one, 68. Hope is a multidimensional construct that provides comfort as a person ensures life rest. The personal challenges, Nurse Regine will promote the following hope fostering activities for a terminally ill patient, except if you will use the test taking strategy na binigay ko sa inyo kanina. What do you think is the answer? If you will use the test taking strategy na binigay ko sa inyo kanina, what do you think is the answer, guys? Correct answer is letter D, the evaluation of personhood. Humor, love of family and friends, and uplifting memories, lahat sila ay positive. Guys, gagawin niyo lang yung ganitong test taking strategies kapag desperado na kayo, okay? If you know the answer, use the proper rationalization. At least may mga tips and techniques na lang. Gagamitin ko lang to kapag parang who wants to be a millionaire, who wants to be a top notcher, who wants to be nurses, gagamitin mo lang to kapag 50-50 ka na, lifeline, ganon. Alright? So ito yung actual rationale for that. Kapag ang pasyente mo guys ay nasa terminally ill stage na, when you say terminally ill stage, end of life care, malapit na sila, kunin ni Lord. Mahalaga pa rin yung humor guys because this can be a powerful tool for coping, mostly in difficult situations because it can lighten the mood, it can reduce the stress, and it provide a moment of respite which can contribute to a sense of hope. Next, yung letter B, yung love of family, of course, mahalaga na meron is strong familial support. Those are social key source no, in building connection and this can provide sense of belongingness and purpose. Yung uplifting memories as a Mangeria patient, recalling positive experiences and memories can help patient refocus on the good things that happen in his or her life. Alright everyone, screenshot. Next number, 69. In the evaluation of person that is contradicting kasi to the statement that we were tackling about. Next, the family unconsciously prepares for what might happen when they were informed of the patient's terminal illness. Nurse Regine will interpret this as, guys, look for the keyword ha. Isa to sa mga test, taking strategy na babaw niya. Look for the keyword. In this situation, what do you think is the keyword? What do you think is the keyword? Keyword here, guys, is what might happen. What might happen. Therefore, ano ang nangyayari? Ina-anticipate pa lang. Hindi pa namamatay, hindi pa nawawala, ina-anticipate pa lang. When you were anticipating, that is called letter A. That is called anticipatory grief. Alright? When you were anticipating the loss. Now, when you say uncomplicated grief, guys, this is the brief period of relapse. This is the brief period of relapse. Next, yung complicated grief, guys, this is the intense response to the event. No, ito yung hindi ka nakaka-move on, nagiging dysfunctional sila, hindi sila kumakain, hindi sila natutulog, hindi sila pumapasok sa trabaho. Yung disenfranchised grief, ito yung grief that is not acknowledged by the society. What are those? Example, merong may kabe, tapos namatay yung kanyang kinabitan, hindi siya makakapag-grief ng publicly because that is not accepted by the society. Since mga taga Baguio kayo, may nagbigay lang kayo nito sa akin, no? From Baguio, this is from Baguio, right? Yung Ube Jam from Baguio. Naalala ko kasi mga taga Baguio ang hawak kong student ngayon. Ayan, Ube Jam from Baguio. Next. And Grief kasi may kasama siyang iba sa Baguio. Chari. So this enfranchised Grief that is not acknowledged by the society. Next, number 70. Screenshot everyone. 70 na tayo. Which illness trajectory is described when a person follows a slow, guys, tandaan nyo, when you say slow decline after a diagnosis with episodic illness, exacerbation and difficulty returning back to the functional baseline? What is the correct answer, guys? Correct answer is letter D. Frailty. Sorry, inside. That is frailty. No? Frailty, it refers to the gradual physical decline with age accompanied by multiple conditions. No? Yung A, sudden death, terminal illness, organ failure, they can all lead to rapid decline in health. A, B, and C can all lead to rapid decline in health. Yung slow decline, guys, that is frailty. No? That is gradual physical decline. Unti-unti ka humihina. Screenshot, next. So you have a situation, right? Si Marlon daw, 63-year-old businessman, nag-report ng sudden onset of headache, dizziness, no siya nagmamaneho pa uwi. Ngayon, he has been feeling fatigue for the past few days and he experienced itching and excessive sweating at night. The physician suspects that the patient has polycythemia vera. Cythemia vera. Upon evaluation of his laboratory result, what do you think is the correct answer, guys? What do you think is the correct answer? Laboratory findings for the patient with polycythemia vera will show when you say poly, everything is marami. Therefore, the correct answer is letter D. Cytosis. Correct answer is letter D. All of the above mga meron polycythemia vera, they tend to have increased RBC, increased WBC, increased platelet Y. Let me just show you the brief discussion for polycythemia vera. When you say polycythemia vera, that is the hyperplasia or of the bone marrow, and whenever the bone marrow is affected, all blood cells, WBC, RBC, and platelet count are affected, which leads to increasing of those blood cells leading to erythrocytosis, leukocytosis, and thrombocytosis. Guys, kapag maraming ka masyadong RBC, pag nagkukumpulan sila masyado, that could increase blood viscosity. And when you say blood viscosity, yung paglapot ng dugo, kapag lumalapot yung dugo, ano pwede mangyari? Pwede siyang bumara. Pwede magkaroon ng thrombosis. Kapag bumara, ano mangyayari? Pwede magkaroon ng angina, CVA, or even more so, myocardial infarction. Therefore, the correct answer to 71 is letter D. Ang signs and symptoms ng mga pasyente na mayroong polycythemia vera, they tend to have ruddy complexion due to elevated RBC, dizziness, headache, blurred vision due to cerebral hypoxia. Correct answer is letter D. Screenshot. We'll now move on to the next item. So ayan, nabanggit ko kanina. Sorry, yung nato free pa. Okay, sorry everyone. Naninilalamunan ko. So, yan, nabanggit ko sa inyo kanina, kapag nagkukumpulan yung RBC, kapag nagiging viscous, nagiging malapot, nagiging high risk sila sa thrombosis. What is thrombosis? Pagkabara. Kaya ang main cause kung bakit nagkakaroon ng stroke or MI ang iyong pasyente is dahil sa, correct answer is letter A, no, dahil sa increased risk for thrombosis. Alright? Yung mga may stroke, it could be cerebrovascular hemorrhage, or it could be bleeding, or pwedeng due to thrombosis na pwedeng pagkabara. Correct answer is letter A. Screenshot. Next. The purpose of phlebotomy as therapy for the patient is to, what is the correct answer? Ano ang purpose ng phlebotomy? When you say otomy, ano yung otomy? Removal. When you say blood, no, removal of the blood. And the main goal for that is correct answer is letter B. In order to maintain a hematocrit level at less than 45%, because this kind of patient, guys, they are known to be hemoconcentrated. Masyadong concentrated yung kanilang dugo. Iniiwasan natin ang magpagiging concentrated. Alright, screenshot. Next, number 74. Marlon has developed splenomegaly due to his disorder. Being unresponsive to initial treatment, the physician prescribed interferon alpha. To counteract this, the nurse helps the patient alleviate its common side effect, which are the common side effect na kinakounteract ng interferon alpha is flu-like symptoms. Nabanggit sa situation, merong dizziness, headache. The correct answer is letter D, flu-like symptoms. Screenshot. Next. Which instruction is most appropriate for the nurse to give for the patient with polycythemia vera? Anong instruction daw ang ibibigay mo? Yung letter A, guys, yung advise the patient to wear tight stockings, no. High risk for thrombosis. Kapag high risk sa pagkabara, do you encourage constriction of blood flow? Of course not. Kaya hindi mo i-encourage na magsuot siya ng masikip na stocking. Yung lalo magko-constrict yung blood flow. That is a no. No. You take a high dose regularly, no. Aspirin is known to be anticoagulant. Taking it high regularly could increase the risk for bleeding. Yung letter D, allow alcohol intake, no, that is unhealthy. Yung letter C, avoid iron supplements. Yes, this is the correct answer. Why? Because when you have iron, it increases RBC production. Eh, di ba kayo merong polycythemia vera, erythrocytosis na sila, mataas na yung RBC nila. Therefore, kapag in-avoid mo yung iron supplement, that can prevent further RBC production. Alright, screenshot. Next. The pathophysiology mechanism behind the occurrence of BPH have been implicated by hormonal changes that play a role in its causation. Which of the following is correct regarding this? Guys, yan, isa yan sa mga common na topics sa board exam, no? Yung BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, which is the enlargement of the prostate gland, leading to restriction of urine. Prostatic tissue becomes more sensitive to dihydrotestosterone? No, it becomes less sensitive. Testicular androgen stays normal? No, it doesn't stay normal. Prostatic lobes atrophies? No, it hypertrophies. Correct answer, guys, is letter B. Estrogen level is elevated. Screenshot. Next. In order to reduce the risk of UTI, which dietary regimen is advisable for the patient? Guys, when you say UTI, ano ba ang mas makakapatay ng bacteria? Ang mas makakapatay ng bacteria is yung acidic, no? Therefore, the diet should be acid ash. Acid ash diet. Why? Because acid ash diet, guys, it can acidify the urine. Kapag highly acidic, it kills the bacteria. Di ba? Kaya yung mga Clorox, Sunrox, they are highly acidic. Correct answer is letter B. Muriatic acid, di ba nakakapatay sa ng bacteria? Correct answer is letter A. Eggs, cranberries, and tomatoes. Sorry na if I'm bilis. Bakit binili ko na taga Manila rito? Manila Block 17. Or from Top Rock Baguio, napunta na siya sa Manila. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Next item, number 78. Okay, magbibigyan ako ng 3 seconds or 5 seconds para ma-screenshot niya tapos para makuha niyo yung tamang sagot. Alright? Next, 78. Placement of urinary catheter for the patient was ordered. And may lakad ka po. True, may duty pa ako mamayang 10 PM. Placement of urinary catheter for the patient was ordered, and the main purpose of performing open intermittent irrigation for the patient would be to, guys, I want you to remember, ang open intermittent irrigation sa patient mo na hindi na nagkakaroon ng urine output sa urine bag, hindi siya highly encouraged. Why? Pwede kasi siyang mag-rupture, no? Example, open intermittent irrigation na kayo ng 8 PM, hindi ka na pwede mag-open intermittent irrigation after 4 hours. So you need to observe for the urine output kasi pwede ito makapag-rupture. So what is our goal, guys? The main purpose of intermittent urinary irrigation, the correct answer is letter A, no? Free of blockage in urinary catheter or tubing para maganda yung flow ng urine output. Guys, kapag meron kang pasyente na ang problem ay kidney or yung mga BPH, you need to monitor for urine output. Ang tinatawag natin dito sa bedside is strict intake and output monitoring. Why? Anong normal volume ng IHE per hour? What is the normal volume of urine per hour? 30 to 60, right? Kapag yung patient mo ay lalabas na lang ng urine ng 10, 15, 20, asahan mo na, i-MGH mo na yan. What is MGH? May go to heaven. Kapag yun na ang urine output ng pasyente mo, yun ang mangyayari. Okay? Mahalaga guys, i-monitor yung urine intake and output. Important yan sa mga merong kidney disease, lalo sa mga naka-urinary catheter. Ano ba kasi ang purpose ng urinary catheter? Aside sa pag ma-drain siya, ma-measure natin siya accurately. Di ba na ito, recently, dito sa Manila ha, mataas yung surge ng baha, ulan, di ba binabalita na nag-overflow na yung mga patients sa ER, kasi ang taas ng kaso ng leptospirosis lately, guys. And then, if your patient ay nagkaroon ng leptospirosis, ang binabantayan natin sa kanila is yung kanilang IHE. Kasi sobrang dami ng case ng leptospirosis lately. Alright, next number 79. Isa dito sa mga common na lumalabas sa board exam, guys. The benchmark surgical treatment for BPH, which involves the insertion of an endoscope through the urethra to remove the inner portion of the prostate gland. Ano raw? Anong tamang sagot dyan, guys? What is the correct answer? Yes, TURP. Wala kang tayong TURP. Sa ilang seasons ng board exam, madalas lumabas yung TURP. What is TURP? TURP is transurethral resection of the prostate. And TURP remains as the gold standard or benchmark for surgical therapy or treatment ng merong mga BPH. TURP. When you say BPH, automatic TURP. Ganun. Okay? So I'll just discuss you guys a brief concept about BPH or benign prostatic hyperplasia. Kasi nga, common na topic sa board exam. This is known as the slow enlargement of the prostate gland with hypertrophy and hyperplasia of the normal tissue. And kapag lumalaki yun, guys, kapag nagkakaroon ng enlargement, naiipit yung urethra, yung daluyan ng IHE, leading to constriction or of the blood flow. No? Kaya nga, ang signs and symptoms, guys, ng merong mga BPH is urinary urgency and frequency, nocturia, inability to start or hesitancy, and urinary retention, and more so bladder distension. Common yan, guys, sa male na ang edad is 50 years old above. Alright, everyone, screenshot. We'll now move on to number 80. Next. Okay, screenshot. And I guys, this is a gold standard. 80. Immediate post-operative instruction in terms of nutrition and hydration was given to Mr. Rez. Nurse Yuri would be incorrect if he states which of the following statement. Ano yung incorrect, guys? Negative answer. What is your answer? Number 80. Yung letter A, avoid sweet foods. Do you encourage that to your post-operative patient? Avoid sweet foods? Di ba? Positive answer. Of course, bawal sila sa masyadong matamis because pwede sila magkaroon ng hyperglycemic stress post-op. Yung letter C, these sensations will be altered temporarily. That is positive answer. Letter D, patients will not be permitted to eat or drink for 7 days. That is positive answer. Correct answer is that, sir. D. Thin liquids will be used first. Guys, yung mga patient na post-op, they are at high risk for aspiration. Therefore, ma'am, bakit po? Ma'am, I'm from Manila Blackwood. Bakit po makapasok? Bakit po makapasok start na? 4 to 10 po yung schedule na nakalagay daw. Sorry. Hindi ko familiar sa scheduling ng mga taga Manila. Currently kasi yung nakalagay sa akin is yung mga taga Baguio po. So, yan. So, ang gagawin mo, guys, because this prevent risk for aspiration. Kasi pag mas malapot, mas buo, mas thick, hindi siya yung dudulas agad, no? So, hindi ka mabibigla upan agad. Hindi mabibigla yung iyong palat. Alright? Next, number 81, screenshot. To prevent aspiration daw, guys, from Mr. Rez, who was placed with NGT for temporary feeding, Nurse Yuri will initiate the following interventions except negative answer. Negative answer. Guys, yung mga taga Baguio, meron ba sa inyong gusto mag-work sa St. Luke's, yung mga JCI hospital? Meron ba sa inyo guys gusto after yung makuha yung lisensya yung mag-work sa mga JCI, mga Med, blah blah blah? Another tip lang, are you familiar, guys, what is the gold standard in order to check for patency of NGT? What is the gold standard? Paano mo masasabi na yung NGT is patent and intact? Paano mo masasabi? Yes, correct, X-ray. Share ko lang sa inyo, guys, na noong January or December, nag-apply ako sa ganyan hospital, St. Luke's, mga Med, Chinese Gen, yung mga hospital dito sa Manila. Ang common na sagot, ba't po number 81, nakala ko po 4-star? Hindi ko po sure sa inyong PA, ma'am. I'm so sorry. Sige, balikan natin mamaya mga may tanong. Good afternoon, ma'am. Sabi po ng PA namin for daw po today. According sa tracker. Wait lang, guys. Nag-message kasi sa akin yung nagsiset ng schedule. Ang sabi naman nila is informed na raw ang lahat sa changes of schedule. Pero sige, balikan na natin mamaya yung break, yung mga na-late, yung mga tamang sagot, ha? And then may recorded naman. I'm so sorry, di ako familiar bakit yung sabi ng mga taga Manila. Kasi ang may message lang sa akin, guys, is Ayala San Luis. What type po? 3 PM ako nag-start, everyone, yung mga from Manila. Kaya dahil magpapa-admit to, 22, kasi mag-4 pa lang ako, so ibig sabihin ngayon pa lang sila makaka-catch up. Tapos si top from Manila si Ma'am Nicole. I don't know, guys. Kami naman pick po QC. Sige, guys, balikan na natin mamayang break yung 1 to 81. Sige. Yung NP3, 51 to 41. Kaya pala tayo nagpapa-admit. Iba-ibang branches pala kayo. I'm so sorry, everyone, kasi sabi ko 4 PM to 10 PM. I see. Hindi ko sure, guys, kung bakit ganun, ha? Kabita rin daw. So, Baguio lang yung nakakuha ng message. Ang message lang kasi sa akin is, mga Baguio yung tuturuan ko ngayon. Wait, I'll show you para may evidence. Ayan, guys, kita nyo ba? Kita ba? Ayan, top rank Baguio. Ayun, hindi ako aware na may ibang branches. Same po 4 to 10 po Baguio. Yes, pero nabubi sa Baguio kasi dito sila ng 3 to 10. But okay, we'll just discuss it later na para same ang nasa silid scale is 4, pati po Cavite. Sige. So, bale, mag-start na tayo mamaya, no? Paulitin ko na lang yung 51 to 100. 51 to 81. Balikan natin mamaya yung break. Let's look for 81, okay? Para sa mga hindi nakaka-catch up. Kaya bigla dumami 430 na talaga yung bigla ulit. I am so sorry for the confusion of schedule, everyone. And it's not my control, okay? Babalikan natin later, promise, okay? Yung mga, syempre, yung mga mauulit later. Pasensya sa mauulit, okay? Babalikan natin. Don't worry, guys. Lahat tayo ay sasabay. Sasabay ka ba? Papasaba kayo, everyone? Papasaba? Manila, yan nagkaroon tayo ng Manila. From Baguio, from Cavite. Papasaba, everyone? Mount the top, yes, sasabay. What is our goal? What is our goal? Kaya yung mga bago natin, what is our goal? To top the board. Okay, guys, ulitin ko na lang mamaya ulit para sa inyo, ha? Magkakaroon tayo ng break time, but yung sa ibang na nauna, pwede kayong mag-break. Sa mga bago natin, don't we discuss yung 51 to 81. Alright? 51 to 81. Let's just take note of that. Alright? Let's continue para huwag tayo mawala sa mga. Bigla tayo naging 429. Yung mga kanina pala siguro isang branch lang yung nasabihan. But okay, let's go. Let's move on. Don't worry guys, lahat ay papasasabay because ganyan tayo sa Top Rock, alright? So yun nga, nabanggit ko sa inyo. Ayan, sa mga nagawa nila dito for sure, meron sa inyo gusto mag-work sa St. Luke's, sa Makati Med, mga JCI, mga standard ng hospital. Yun nga, chika lang saglit. Nung nag-apply ako ng work to be a staff nurse sa mga private hospital, kung natanong yun, halos lahat ng interview. So yeah, since you're a nurse, what do you think is the gold standard for NGT? X-ray. Kung sino sila lumabas. So X-ray, take note of that. Meron ba sa inyo gusto mag-work sa PGH? Sa PGH guys, meron ba sa inyo gusto mag-work? Gusto mo kagaya ko? Gusto nyo mag-work sa PGH? Malaki yung sahod sa PGH ha, sa Corona dahil ma'am. Malaki yung sahod sa PGH. Kaso parang kaluluwa mo naman yung kapalit. Okay guys, so yeah, let's move on. To prevent aspiration, basta walang mumu. Basta kapag lagi ka nag-duty, hindi mo na maisip yung mumu, isipin mo na lang tulog. Tulog, hindi ka naman natakot sa multo, sa mga ghost story. Pag lagi ka naka-duty, isipin mo na lang, gusto mo lang umuwi, gusto mo lang matulog, ganon. So to prevent aspiration from Mr. Rez, who was, madali po bang makapasok? Saan? Sa PGH? Sa PGH guys, hindi ko na may background, pero maraming exam. Meron kayong parang first 3 exams tungkol sa nursing, computer exam, psych exam, after that, final interview. After final interview, kailangan mag-training ng BLS, ACLS, and then that's it. Medical, and then you go to work. Okay? Next. To prevent aspiration from Mr. Rez, who was placed with NGT for temporary feeding, pagtapos pala ng board exam, may exam pa. Totoo, be. Akala sabi ko pagtapos pala ng board exam, may exam pa. Totoo, wala kang makayang exam. But if you need help guys sa paghahat ng mga racket, ng work, sure naman kasi ako magiging nurse na kayo this year. So feel free to message me. Pag paramihan ng work ang labanan, feel free to message me, alright? So yan nga. Kapag tayo nag-feed guys, what should be the position of your feeding? Kapag nag-feed ka ng iyong patient na mayroong NGT, they should be positioned high fowler or sitting upright or semi-fowler at least 30-degree elevated. Why? In order to prevent aspiration, guys. Nagkaroon ako ng pasyente before, naka-NGT siya. Sa public kasi, ang nagpapakain is yung mga relative, girl of yung relative. So hindi naman kaya ng nurse. Pwede pasyente mo kasi mag-feed sa lahat na naka-NGT. That is impossible. Ngayon, kailangan turuan mo yung relative mo naman, kailangan nakatayo sila, hindi naman nakatayo, parang nakaganyan, ganyan position, para hindi ma-aspirate, para hindi mapunta sa baga yung kanilang food intake. That is why it needs to be elevated. Next, keep the suction setup available at the bedside. Of course, in order to promote the patency of the airway. Kapag na-choke, nagkaroon masyadong maraming secretion, masyadong maraming laway, pwede siyang ma-aspirate, kinakailangan i-suction. Yung letter D, administer antiemetic medication. Nagbibigay tayo para hindi sila masuka, hindi sila maduwa. Kasi pag masuka sila or naduwa, that is high risk for aspiration. Yung letter C, instill feeding after aspirating 50% residual volume of previous intake. Tama ba guys na yung residual volume is itapon mo? Is that correct? Of course not. Hindi mo itatapon. Why? Because pwede yan magkaroon ng acid-base imbalances. What will you do? If more than 200 on residual, what will you do? You need to notify the physician kasi ano ang pwedeng gawin? Hold yung feeding, but never, never, ever, never mo itatapon yung nakuha mo residual. Alright? Screenshot. Next, number 82. Which of the following laryngectomy, what assessment should Nurse Yuri prioritize? Ano lang ipa-prioritize ni Nurse Yuri, guys? Prioritization, nagiging na ba walang kamatayang ABC, ABC, iba yan sa board exam. ABC is, what is A, everyone? What is A? What does A stands for? A stands for airway, B for breathing, and C for circulation. Walang kamatayang prioritization, guys. Therefore, the correct answer, guys, is letter B, airway patency, guys. Laryngectomy is part of the airway. Once magkaroon ng stoma, and when your stoma ay namaga, nag-inflame, pwede ito mag-block, no, leading to respiratory failure. Wait lang guys, 10% na lang ang aking iPad. Iba po yung question. Ano yung question sa'yo, Mr. John de las Reyes? I-drop mo sa chat box. Bakit iba yung questions na sa'yo? Ay, okay na. Okay, sige, sige. Baka na-mislook mo lang. Wait lang, i-search lang ako. So, ayan ha, airway, naulit. Naulit. Ayan, sa G4, isa rin sa mga conflicts. Which is why magandang nagrarasya tayo face-to-face, real time, para na-assess agad natin, nako-correct agad natin. Alright? Airway patency. Hello po, ma'am, nasa waiting room pa po. Yung friend ko, ayan. Ma'am, kung meron pong TA dito sa Meet, pa-accept naman po ng mga nasa waiting room, yung mga nag-join pa lang daw. Ayan, ang dami nila, 35. Ayan, pa-accept na lang po yung mga nasa waiting room. Ayan, accept ko na rin sila. Alright, next. Yan. Pa-accept na lang dito, ma'am, if meron pa tayo TA sa Meet. Salamat po. Next, 83. You are the nurse on duty when Mr. G.I. Joe was admitted in the pay floor. In your observation of data, what additional early signs of liver cirrhosis do you expect the patient to manifest? Guys, isa rin sa common na tanong sa mga early sign, kaya dapat alam mo ang difference ng early signs and late manifestations. So for number 83, what is the correct answer? Number 83, wait, 81? Yeah, 81 is letter C. Okay, you're welcome, Miss Arsiga. Yeah. Kaya mahalaga rin mahalaga rin ang merit of friends na nagre-review. Kasi nag-i-start na pala yung meet, tapos hindi mo pa alam na nag-i-start pa. Yeah, mahalaga na meron kayong emotional social support na kasabay yung magpa-cram, kasabay yung mag-hair loss. You are the nurse on duty when Mr. G.I. Joe was admitted to the faith floor. In your observation data, what additional early signs of liver cirrhosis do you expect the patient to manifest? What's the correct answer? Correct answer is gonadal atrophy. Alcohol, because guys, the rationale for that, ang alcohol ay nakapagpapababa ng low testosterone level. Kapag mababa ang testosterone level, mababa ang nagkakaroon ng testicular tissue damage. Kapag nagkakaroon ng testicular tissue damage, guys, dito sa testicular atrophy. Therefore, correct answer is letter A, screenshot. Next, wala na tuloy mag-review. Nakakamiss mag-review. Lalo na I'm from Manila kasi guys. Yeah, same time Manila Black 1 din ako last year. Ang saya mag-review. After mag-review, kakain ka sa gilid ng Espanya. Ang saya mag-review. As in, mamimiss niyo yung moment na nagre-review kayo. Pero hindi niyo gugustuhin ulitin. Pero mamimiss niyo siya. Yung talagang laban na laban kayo mag-aaral, sunod kilid. Testicular atrophy po. Sorry, pangit sulat. Bumabaha ba? Bumabaha kayo sa Manila. Totoo sa Espanya, no? Alam mo, yung basta kayo lulusot sa baha, ang lala ng baha sa Espanya. Baka magka-leptospirosis kayo. Ang lala ng baha dyan. Dati ganyan baha, di na ako bumakang face-to-face. Kagadalan din sa Taprak, may online. Yun nasa baba ng low tolerance level. Low testosterone po. Pasensya, pangit ang sulat ko. Low testosterone level. Next. Di ba pag nag-ready sa board exam guys, yung iba dyan ko na naka-iPad, iPad Kid. Sabi ko na wala na kwenta yung iPad ko kasi hindi ko na siya magagamit. Pero nagagamit ko pa rin dito. Pasensya na kung ang pangit ng sulat ko everyone ha. Clarify nyo na lang sa akin sa chat box, alright? So yun yung tamang sagot. Nagkakaroon sila ng gonadal atrophy. Yung hypotension, splenomegaly enlargement of the spleen, no? That is late sign and fluid buildup. Yung BCD, late sign. Okay pa ba yung boses ko guys? Naiintindihan pa ba ako? Clear pa naman? O parang papaos na? Clear pa naman everyone? TTTVE, yes, top the board exam. Yes, clear pa. Let me know lang kasi pa hindi klaro, kung masyado na ako mabilis, feel free to approach me. Ano po yung baba ng low testosterone level na? Testicular tissue damage. Testicular tissue damage. Alright, next. 84. Which of the following statement daw ang totoo when you say liver cirrhosis? Liver cirrhosis is one of the complications ng mga patient mo malakas uminom, mga manginginom. Sila yung mga nagkakaroon ng ascites, fluid buildup. Kaya nga, di ba, yung ibang pulis ang lalaki ng tiyan, yung parang meron silang ascites, parang silang buntis, ayun. So what is the following statement is true of liver cirrhosis? Here naman po, boses mo, mabilis lang. Mabilis ako. Pero naiintindihan ko ba yung bilis ko, guys? Be frank, ako naiintindihan ko ba or hindi na? Kasi mabilis talaga ako magsalita kahit sa trabaho. Mabilis talaga ako magsalita. Naiintindihan ba naman? Okay, okay. Let me know kapag hindi na naiintindihan, kapag parang akong medyo super bilis ko, naiintindihan naman. Feeling ko kapag tinayos yung recorded ko, guys, hindi na ako maiintindihan. Ma'am, pa-slow ko ng konti. Sige, bagalan natin para sa iba. May pagka dati ako si Glock 9, mabilis. Sige, bagalan natin ng konti. I'll try my best. Okay? So yun nga. Di ba yung mga police, parang silang ascites. What is ascites? I will show you the picture of ascites. So yun yung ascites, that is fluid buildup in the abdomen. Ayan. Di ba yung mga police na iba, yung tiyan nila parang ang laki, ang tigas. Siguro po, ma'am, para po kayo narap sa endorsement. Marami nang nagsabi nga ng batch, para daw ako nagrarap sa endorsement. Kaya hindi ako nag-overtime sa work, sakto lang ako mag-out. Wala kayo dyan. Hindi para magpakabayani. Because what is our goal? Sa akin nag-review kayo, guys. What is your goal? What is your goal? Let everyone to top the board exam, right? But what is the original goal of nurses? What is your goal? To serve the Filipinos? To serve the Filipinos abroad. To be rich. Yes, exactly, di ba? Same tayo ng goal. To serve the Filipinos abroad. Ayan. So, ayan yung ascites, no? Rich nurse yan. Yung rich nurse kay, kay Sir Chavez, no? Ready na ba tayo makuha ang 4 million, everyone? 4 million? I'm so ready to claim the 4 million. I-manifest na natin, guys. Ano sabi ni BBM? Encourage healthcare workers to stay in the Philippines. Duh! Sige, BBM. Ikaw kami, BBM supporter pala dito. Naka-record pala ako. So, yeah, that is fluid buildup. Nagkakaroon sila na ascites. Cirrhosis can happen to people with alcohol intake. That is positive. Yung 3 women are greatest is yes, guys. Know that highly sensitive yung liver ng women compared to men. Therefore, the correct answer is letter D, 2 and 3. Ma'am, bakit po malito? This is 30 to 40 years old. Alright? Next, correct answer is letter D. Dapat sila Montulfo tsaka si BBM mag-duty muna sila sa hospital eh. Tsaka nila sabihin yung mga pinagsasabi nila. Next, number 85. During ma'am, hello po ma'am, accept naman po ng mga nasa waiting room. Thank you po. Okay ma'am, sige ma'am, i-accept ko sila. Ako pala ang taga-accept. Hello ma'am Nicole, I miss you. I was once a student from Manila Black One. Miss ko na kayo ni ma'am MC. Next, number 85. Okay, number 85. Ayan. During Mr. G.I. Joe, he developed further itchiness of the skin and jaundice. Which of the following nursing action is not recommended as this will induce skin breakdown? Not recommended, guys. So you are looking for the negative answer. Ano sabi yung negative answer dito, guys? Yung except. What do you think is the correct answer? Yes, correct answer is letter C. Use commercial soap, alcohol, and base lotion. Why? Because commercial soap, alcohol, and base lotion, they can be very dry, they can be very astringent, no? They are harmful to your body, no? Nagkakasin ng further itchiness, no? Kaya hindi po sinabi kapag may sugat ka na, kapag makatiyo, huwag mo lagyan ng alcohol, lalo na kapag patiyo yun. Kaya alam niyo guys, nung bago ako nurse, siguro 1 month na nurse ako noon, as in yung kamay ko nagbabalat nakaka-alcohol, kaya mga ako parang hand moisturizer. Yung letter A, add baking soda when bathing at the patient. No, lumabas ko sa NCLEX, no? Ano raw doon yung nakakapag-alleviate ng itchiness and lumabas yung sagot na baking soda. Yung massage the skin with emollients every 2 hours, that is helpful. Rub the itchy skin with knuckles. What is your knuckles? Diba yan? Example yung sugat ako dito, kasi ako using your knuckles. So kapag knuckles yung pinakamot ko, hindi siya magkukos ng cellulitis, hindi siya magkukos ng sugat. Compared to kapag ginamit ko yung kuko mo, no, that would cause cellulitis that could even further promote infection. Therefore, correct answer is letter C. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, ang dami nagpapa-admit. Mag-papa-admit lang sa Zoom, mag-papa-admit sa hospital. Next. At early stage of Mr. G.I. Joe's disease process, the physician ordered this specific diet for Mr. G.I. Joe. You need to emphasize to the dietitian that he should be served foods that is, so yan, nabigyan ko sabihan, where social goes, water follows, no? Therefore, when there's fluid, yes, correct. Therefore, when there's fluid accumulation, when there's fluid build up, you need to avoid sodium. Therefore, ang patient natin ay meron, liver cirrhosis, meron, ascites, meron, fluid build up. What will we avoid? Ano ang tamang sagot? What will we avoid? Correct answer is letter A, high carbohydrate and low sodium in order to prevent fluid accumulation. Ma'am, bakit po ulit tama yung A sa 85 po? A? Sa 85 po ang tamang sagot po is letter C. Letter C po ang tamang sagot. Okay? Next item, number 87. Alright, crystal clear everyone. Screenshot. Next. 87. Mr. G.I. Joe started to develop ascites and complaint of heaviness of the lower extremities to the physician. An order of spironolactone or aldactone 25 mg per day and adverse effect of the drug should you monitor? Ano? Ang adverse effect ng spironolactone kailangan i-monitor. What is spironolactone? Potassium? Potassium sparing. Therefore, when potassium sparing, it increases the potassium, no? Nagkakaroon siya ng hyperkalemia. What is the opposite of potassium sparing? Yung mga loop diuretic, yung mga furosemide, Lasix, Jumide, that is potassium wasting. Therefore, the correct answer to number 87 is letter A, hyperkalemia. Because they are potassium sparing. Alright? Next, I want you to remember this, guys. Added note lang to ha. Never push potassium. Never, ever push potassium because that is correction po yan sa GDocs. Mali po sa form. Okay, guys, inote nyo na lang if mali sa form ha. Pasensya na kayo if mali sa form. Siyempre, siguro yung mga nag-encode, marami din silang tinatype. Records 1 to 16 ba naman. So, pasensya na if mali siya sa GDocs, which is why mahalaga ang rationalization kasi nakakorrect natin. So, ayun, nabalik tayo. Nabanggit sa amin ni Sir Yap Garino before, yung pota RTY. What is the normal value of potassium, guys? Everyone, what's the normal value of potassium? Pa-admit po yung account ko sa laptop. Okay, everyone, admit tayo ulit. So, what's the normal value of potassium? If familiar na kayo, normal value, 3.5 to 5. Yes, exactly. 3.5 to 5. May binigay siya na pota RT. Ibig sabihin nun, highly sensitive due to narrow therapeutic index yung potassium. Pero nag-work ako as a nurse. Kaunting difference sa potassium, maging 3.2 lang yan, 3.1, 3.3. You need to refer this to the physician. You need to inform the physician that lab results were in, and you need to immediately correct the potassium because it will lead to cardiac arrhythmia. Highly lethal ang potassium na electrolyte. Therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Next, 88. When doing an assessment on one of the following condition, which is not present based on Jones criteria. Bakit naman ako mag-duty mamaya? Gusto ko na naman turo. What is not present on Jones criteria? Correct answer is letter D, bronchopneumonia. No, that is not part of Jones criteria. A, B, C, sila ay part ng Jones criteria. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll now move on to next item 89. In rheumatic fever, the factor contributory to the development of this disease process is brought about by, correct answer is letter A, autoimmune reaction to streptococcal infection. No? Autoimmune reaction to streptococcal infection. The most common cause for rheumatic fever is GAPS. What is GAPS? Group A beta hemolytic streptococcal infection. Ano ang common signs and symptoms nila? Commonly meron silang sore throat. No? Muntik na ako magkaroon ng rheumatic heart fever dahil sa mataas yung aking ASO titer. So nulog ko siya sa board exam para mapapatingkilord ka na muntik ka na magkaganon. Kasi the best experience to an illness, the best teacher for your illness is experience. No? Kapag nagkaroon ka ng ganong sakit, mas nagiging familiar ka na. But of course, let's not hope na magkasakit tayo kasi kayang-kaya natin pumasahin, even more so mag-top. Alright, next, number 90. Si Marimar daw is 6 years old, is receiving digitalis for having a patent lupus arteriosus with heart failure. Prior to administration of the medicines, which of the following nursing actions should be done by Nurse Rica? Ano raw gagawin ni Nurse Rica? What is digitalis? Digoxin. Kapag meron bibigyan ng digoxin, you need to assess the heart rate. Why? Kapag less than 60 ang heart rate, hindi ka magbibigay ng digoxin. Correct answer is letter B. Take the heart rate for 1 full minute. Screenshot. Next, 91. When is the best time for the operative consent to be signed by? Guys, kapag magpapapirma ka ng operative consent, what is your job as a nurse? Anong role mo doon? What is your role? Kapag si Sir John, yes, correct. You stand there as a witness. You have to make sure that your patient is awake, conscious, coherent, na hindi siya under sedative, na nauunawaan niya yung pinapaliwanag sa kanya. What do you think is the correct answer for 91? What is the correct answer? Letter A. Why? Ma'am, bakit waso na the surgical procedure is explained? Because during that time, ang kanilang anxiety ay mababa. Mababa ang anxiety nila, meron silang mas focus, no? Mas nakakapag-concentrate sila, mas naiintindihan nila kung bakit sila kinakailangan operahan. Yung letter B, on admission when the relatives are around. B, sa Pilipinas, nung nag-duty kayo, sa ano kayo nursing student, tapos may relative, nung nag-duty kayo during that time, mataas ang anxiety, di ba, pag meron pasyente? Kasi tanong sila ng tanong, may bantay, bakit pinibigay mo yan? Bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? Mas mataas yung anxiety when the relatives are around. A day before the surgery, anong tingin niyo ginagawa ng pasyente nyo? Kapag a day before the surgery, malamang naglalosaryo na yan. Nagdadasal na yan, sana maganda ang resulta ng kanyang operasyon. Same way before any pre-op medication is administered. B, C, and D, high ang anxiety. Screenshot everyone, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, next. Which of the following nursing goals are achieved when early ambulation is done by post-op patients? When early ambulation is done by post-op patients, correct answer is letter B, 1, 2, 3, 4, you encourage early ambulation in order to improve circulation, in order to improve respiratory function, in order to prevent having pneumonia, in order to prevent venous lysis, yung pagkaklag, pamumuo, and prevent embolism formation. No? Kaya kapag meron ka nakita sa board exam na siya sa bed rest, huwag iiwasan mo yan, huwag mo yang isasagot. Alright, screenshot, next. Which of the following patient is most at risk during the induction of anesthesia? Ano ang high risk during the induction of anesthesia? Correct answer is letter B, 65-year-old with diabetic patient. Guys, yung anesthesia possible yan magkaroon ng side effects sa mga patient na diabetic, galing mga nagtitake ng OHA, no? Oral hypoglycemic agent, because of the side effect of metformin with specific anesthesia, possible na both are nephrotoxic, plus yung age niya na 65. Correct answer is B. Screenshot. Next. As a circulating nurse, which of the following is your priority nursing action to promote safety of your patient? What's your correct answer? To promote the safety of your patient. Correct answer, guys, is the letter D. Correct answer is letter D. Maintain a surgical aseptic technique during the procedure. Ma'am, pwede mo makainin ng 93. Ang bilis, pasensya na yan. Ayan, number 93. Next. Number 94. Ayan, circulating nurse, trabaho na ensure na sterile technique, surgical aseptic technique. Alright, screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Next, number 95. No? Yung provide adequate lighting, hindi siya kasing general na sagot na letter D. Yung optimize surgeon's access to the surgical site, si scrub nurse yan. Scrub nurse. Ito yung trabaho ni circulating nurse. Diba siya yung umiikot-ikot sa paligid para ma-ensure na everything is sterile technique. Alright, next. Number tayo guys? Number 95, screenshot. Being the nurse in the post-anesthesia care unit, which of the following is your priority concern? Puno, tapos siya operahan, nasa post-op na siya. Kapag ang patient mo ay nasa post-op na, anong unang mong titignan? Letter A, monitor vital signs. Ma'am, bakit po monitor vital signs? Bakit hindi check the level of consciousness? Sa monitor vital signs, ang tawag sa ganitong type of questions is umbrella technique. Kasi, sa monitor vital signs, makikita mo na dyan if hemodynamic stability. Kapag bumababa yung BP, pwedeng nagkakaroon siya ng bleeding. So, pasok doon yung letter B. Ngayon, yung kanyang RR, yung respiratory, yung airway, no? Makikita mo sa monitor vital signs. So, therefore, it shows you the overall condition of your patient post-operatively. Kaya tamang sagot ay letter A. Screenshot po. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll now move on to the next item, number 96. Si Mr. Jesse daw ay admitted due to congestive heart failure. Nurse Brillatina would expect that if the failure is on the right side of the heart, the patient will manifest which of the following? Guys, familiar ba kayo sa right-sided congestive heart failure and left-sided congestive heart failure? Narinig niyo na yan, guys? JVD? Yes, correct. Jugular vein distension. Why? When you say right-sided congestive heart failure, right, systemic. Ibig sabihin ng systemic, nagpapakita siya ng signs and symptoms such as splenomegaly, jugular vein distension, those stuff. When you say naman left-sided congestive heart failure, left L stands for lungs, pulmonary signs and symptoms such as crackles, dry cough, no? Those stuff is right-sided congestive heart failure. Alam niyo yung Anki, guys? Are you familiar of Anki? Familiar kayo dyan, guys? Later, i-share ko sa inyo. Wait, try kong i-share sa inyo yung link na to. Wait lang ha. Ay, hindi ko pala copy link. But guys, i-share ko sa inyo yung ginawa kong Anki before in order to differentiate congestive heart failure and right-sided and the left-sided congestive heart failure. Message nyo na ako later. So, yun siya. When you say right, systemic. When you say left, pulmonic, no, lung symptoms. Alright, everyone? Next item tayo, number 97. The patient now has been receiving digoxin 0.25 mg per day to regulate his heart rate. Which of the following outcomes would indicate that his medication is achieving its desired effect? Paano mo sabi na, effective pala yung digoxin? Yes, correct answer is letter C. Improve urine elimination. Why? Because it shows that your patient is already having good kidney perfusion. When your patient is having good kidney perfusion, good flow of circulation. Therefore, the correct answer is letter C. Screenshot everyone. We'll now move on to the next item. Screenshot 1, 2, 3. Next. 98. The other patient of Nurse Brillantina is suffering from Buerger's disease. He has been complaining of intermittent claudication. When you see intermittent claudication, sumasakit yan kapag nagagalaw nila. Why? Because your patient na mayroong arterial disease, arterial insufficiency, low or no oxygen in the blood. While when your patient is having venous insufficiency, nagkakaroon ng blood pooling, masyadong maraming oxygen, no? Na nagiging blood pooling, hirap sila kapag naglalakad. Therefore, correct answer here guys is letter C. Place affected extremities independent position. I-rest mo sila. Yung mayroong mga intermittent claudication, you encourage you rest because intermittent claudication, masakit kapag sila ay naglalakad. Alright? Wait, hold on guys ha. May papakita ko sa yung difference na arterial insufficiency and venous insufficiency. Wait, hindi ko makita yung notes. Ayan. Meron kasi akong ginawa guys na quiz. Ang killing yun before. Yung sa arterial insufficiency versus venous insufficiency. So when you say arterial insufficiency, is it low or no oxygen in the legs? When you say venous insufficiency, blood pooling in the legs. Insya nyo guys yung table before na from top rank ganyan, from to that concept. Alright? Next, number 99, screenshot. Which of the following information is not true about Buerger's disease? Ano ang most common risk factor ng Buerger's disease? Is smoking. Smoking, when you say smoking, ayun yung Buerger's disease, no? Yung parang namamatay yung kanilang digitalis na yung kanilang mga daliri. Therefore, what is the incorrect answer here, guys? Mali po sa G-form answer ng 98. Sa G-form kasi guys, nagkaroon ng debate before if teaching foot care and leg exercises. Nabanggit natin na sumasakit nga yung kanilang paa kapag nagagalaw, kapag naglalakad sila. Therefore, hindi mo i-encourage yung leg exercises. What would you promote is rest, okay? Rest. Kailangan mapahinga muna sila para maibsan yung sakit sa intermittent claudication. Kaya laging letter C po. Clear? Sa 99, correct answer is letter D. Walang evidence na connected ang strong relationship ng DM with Buerger's disease. Correct answer is letter C. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Next, number 100. Which of the following manifestations would indicate the development of wound infection? What's the correct answer, guys? Correct answer is letter D, no increasing pain from the surgical incision. Alright? Next, before tayo mag-proceed, may mga naiihi ba dyan? Do you need bladder break? Ma'am, sorry po, sagot sa 84. I-drop nyo guys yung question pag medyo malay na. Kindly drop na lang yung question para mabalikan natin. Okay, sige. Bladder break tayo, 5 minutes. 5 minutes bladder break and then we'll resume to NP4. Alright? Screenshot and 100. Ayan. Ma'am, balik po 100. Okay, 100. Signs of infection, pain, redness, swelling. Alright? Kapag ganyan mga number 82 yung pababalik, iwan yung i-drop yung question. Alright? Next. Sige, bladder break tayo, everyone. Let's resume by 4:37 p.m. Tapos mamayang dinner break, pwede tayo mag-discuss ng mga na-miss natin. Or if magtatapos tayo ng mas maaga. Okay? Clear everyone? Let's see each other after 5 minutes. Ma'am, pwede ba? Yes, ibibigay ko yung Anki link sa inyo guys. Message nyo lang sa Facebook, Aliona Manyala. Isasend ko yung Anki link. Baka sabihin nyo, hindi naman na-open yung Anki link. Hindi naman open yung Anki link if wala kayong Anki. Alright? So share ko yung Anki link sa everyone. If you need extra resources, I am more than willing to share it with you all. Alright? Para lahat tayo ay magiging nurse. Sige guys, break muna tayo. Okay? See you later. Okay, hello, hello everyone. Ayan, nakahinga ba yung mga dapat umihin? Nakahinga-hinga na ba tayo? Nurses of 2025, my future to nurse, kamusta na? Kaya pa, kumakapit pa tayo. Kamusta yung Rico's 4? Rico's 6, NP4? Kamusta yung status nyo dito? Kasi yung chika ng ibang branches, ang hirap ng NP4. Ma'am, sobrang hirap ng NP4. Kamusta ang NP4 nyo guys? Mahirap po. Nakakaiyak daw. Huwag yung iba, kamusta? Malalaman natin mamaya guys pag nag-graduate na tayo. Lumbay, 48 out of 100. Lagi ko pong downfall. Hindi mo nakakatuwa yung NP4. Pinulit mo na, ma. Pinulit mo na siya. Sino kuha ng NP4? As in, bago pa lang mag-start yung class ko with other branch, sabi nila, "Mama, ano ba yung NP4? Napakahirap naman. Sino magawa yan?" Pinulit na. Okay, guys. Let's go back to our discussion. Yung mga nag sa Facebook later, isasend ko sa inyo yung link ng resources. Alright? Let's move on. Game, itatawid natin to, guys. We can do this, future nurses. Alright? Number 1. A nursing diagnosis formulated when there is insufficient evidence to support the presence of the problem. But the nurse believes the problem is highly probable and wants to collect more data. Is A or N? What's the correct answer? Guys, kapag ganito ang tanong sa board exam, dapat marunong kang humanap ng keywords. Marunong ka dapat i-circulate mo sa mga keywords. What is this keywords here? Insufficient evidence to support the presence of the problem. Therefore, wala ka pa buong nursing diagnosis. Meron lang possibility for that nursing diagnosis. Correct answer would be letter B, possible nursing diagnosis. So yeah. Sa board exam, guys, may mga technical terms. When you say technical terms, definition of terms are very specific. Kailangan mo lang gawin doon, i-correlate mo yung keyword na nasa tanong doon sa choices and then you got it correct. Alright? Next, number 2. Ang laki-laki na, tutulawin ka na. Which of the following statement is a possible nursing diagnosis? What do you think is the correct answer? Which of the following statement is a possible nursing diagnosis? Yes, correct answer is letter C. Possible self-care deficit. No, from the word itself, possible. Ang mga ganitong type ng tanong sa board exam, tawag dyan pamigay na. Alam niyo ba, no, last year, nasa mismong tanong na yung sagot. Parang nakalagay doon, ganito, ganyan. Tapos naulit yung sa choice doon. Mangyayari yan mamaya sa G4. So, nasa mismong tanong na yung sagot. Correct answer is letter C. You just have to read the questions on the board exam very carefully. Guys, meron kayong allotted time to answer the board exam. Huwag kayo magmamadaling magsagot. Hindi yan pabilisan matapos. Ako yung unang natapos sa room namin, papasan ako. No, it's not that. Take your time. Basta yung Justin Bieber, honey, take your time yan. So, take your time. Huwag kayo magmadali. Basahin nyo maigi yung tanong. Alright? Per NP sa boards, 25 minutes. Totoo ba? 25 minutes. Sobrang bilis naman yan. Parang kasing bilis ko yan. Next, number 3. Which of the following is a Reese nursing diagnosis? Oh, again, nasa word na sa tanong na, Reese. Pamigay question, di ba? Letter C, alright? Screenshot. Everyone, next. Another tip sa board exam, do not overthink, ha? Baka sabihin mo, what if hindi yun yung sagot? Never ask yourself, what if, okay? Ang isipin mo lang, what if mabaha kayong outfit ko for OTK? Ganun, what if lang, alright? No, huwag kayong mag-iisip. Huwag kayo mag-overthink sa board exam. Kung ano tinatanong, andun na ang sagot. Alright, next. No? Okay, so yun na yung tip, no? Sa first 3 questions, there were instances na nasa mismong tanong na yung sagot. Just don't overthink. Just correlate the choices to the answer. Next, sagot sa number 1 is possible nursing diagnosis po. Number 4. The nurse provides education to a group of adolescents about pelvic inflammatory disease. What is pelvic inflammatory disease? That is a severe inflammation of the reproductive tract. The nurse explains the prevention of PID and adolescents is important due to which of the following reason? Correct answer here, guys, is letter A. It can have a devastating effect on the reproductive tract. Guys, another tip sa board exam, may nakita kang any, every, most likely, maling sagot na yan. Sa board exam, never answer absolute words, alright? Even sa NCLEX, guys, naging effective siya nung nag-take ako ng NCLEX last June. Yung letter C can cause life-threatening defects in infants born to affected adolescent. May binigay bang situation na buntis yung adolescent? May sinabi ba na buntis yung adolescent? Wala, right? So therefore, that is not the correct answer. Letter D, easily prevented by proper personal hygiene. Very vague yung option, no? Therefore, the correct answer is letter A. When you say PID, guys, it is an infection of one or more of the upper reproductive organs, including the uterus, fallopian tube. No, therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll now move on to number 5. The nurse explains to the group of adolescents that the most common cause of PID is, ang most common cause of PID, guys, is yung mga bacteria na nakukuha sa sexually transmitted infection. And what are those? It could be chlamydia, it could be gonorrhea. Therefore, the correct answer is letter B. Alright, gonorrhea. Ang staphylococcus, saan yung common na nakita? Common na nakita ang staphylococcus sa dirty hands. We can say staphylococcus, HH na may H, sa hands siya nakita. Common causative factor na osteomyelitis, bone infection, ang staphylococcus. Streptococcus, ayan yung GAPS, no? Group A beta hemolytic streptococcal infection, yung mga common lagi nagkakaroon ng sore throat. Tuberculosis bacillus, that is for your TB. Therefore, the correct answer is letter B. Next, screenshot, number 6. The nurse further explains that PID presents the following signs and symptoms. We, the adolescents, should be aware of common signs and symptoms now. PID is similar or almost alike to UTI, non-carcinoma lower abdominal pain, and UTI. Correct answer is letter C. Screenshot, everyone. Next, now, number 7. Which of the following statement is true when teaching adolescents about gonorrhea? Another test taking strategy na mabibigyan. Kung mabibigyan yung mga absolute terms, like letter C, B, that is the correct answer. Kasi nung tinatawag natin, gonorrhea. Letter B, the infectious agent for gonorrhea is Neisseria gonorrhea. Yung letter C, ma'am, bakit mali po yung gonorrhea is most often treated by multiple dose of administration of penicillin. Guys, ang drug of choice sa gonorrhea ay hindi penicillin. Ang drug of choice ay ceftriaxone and azithromycin. Yung letter A, ma'am, gonorrhea may be contracted through contact with a contaminated toilet seat. No, hindi po yung nakakahawa sa pamamagitan ng toilet seat. Nakakahawa yan sa pamamagitan ng direct sexual contact. Yung letter D, treatment of sexual partner is the priority. No, ang priority is treatment of you and your partner, not just your partner. Wag kang martir. Alright, everyone, next number 8, screenshot. The nurse further explains to the adolescent that gonorrhea is highly infectious and it is limited to, gonorrhea is limited to what? It is limited to, it can lead to sterility. Bakit nagkakaroon ng sterility? Kasi guys, kapag ang kapag ang patient may mayroong PID, nagkakaroon sila ng inflammation, tsaka scarring. Kapag nagkaroon ng scarring, guys, yung fallopian tube yan, do not judge. Kapag namatay yung fallopian tube, mahihirapan makabuo ng baby. Therefore, the correct answer is letter B. It is limited to external genital, no. Even internal genital could be affected. It is easily treated, no. Ang tagal-tagal ng gamutan yan. Occurs rarely among adolescents, no. Ang given situation, guys, ang mga adolescent ngayon, guys, they were highly involved, highly engaged to sexual intercourse. Kaya high risk sila na magkaroon ng PID, no. Due to other pwedeng lack of sexual awareness, poor sexual transmitted disorder, yung mga ganun, no. Unprotected sexual intercourse pala, rather. Therefore, the correct answer is letter B. Screenshot. Next. Sakto na ba yung bilis, guys? Naghanap na naman ba ako? Sakto na ba? Nakasabay pa? Sasabay pa ba? Top rankers, nurses of 2025. Sasabay ba everyone? Papasa ba kayo? Papasa ba ang lahat? Yes, sasabay, papasa. And even more so, mount the top because our goal is to top the board exam talaga. Kaya lang iyain nyo guys, huwag kayong matakot maging delulu. Huwag kayong matakot mag-manifest. Maniwala kayo guys, yung ginawa kong template before, yung minamanifest ko before the board rating guys, nangyari siya. Meron pa akong video guys na minamanifest ko na sana balang araw makapag-work ako sa PGH, nangyari siya. Wait, I'll show you the video. Makakapalan ko rin mo ako para maniwala kayo na manifestation work. Magta-top, yes, i-manifest nyo na yan. Kahit marami kayong mag-top, pwede naman maraming top 1, maraming top 10, di ba? Ayan, papakita ko sa inyo yung video na ginawa ko before. Ito yung 4th year nursing student pa ako. So my life after college, gumraduate, review, kagaya nyo ngayon, yung status nyo ngayon nagre-review, ayan, di ba, meron pang white book, tapos yung pwedeng pumasa ka ng ORC 2024, tapos hanap ka ng trabaho, tapos minanifest ko guys na yan, nurse what at PGH, di ba, and nangyari siya. So yun, share ko lang, believe in manifestations, believe that prayers do really work, nangyayari talaga siya, ganito may manifest ko lang before na nag-ratio ako. So kung may gusto kayo, kung gusto nyo mag-top, kung gusto nyo pumasa, kung anong gusto nyo board rating, kung saan nyo gusto magtrabaho, kung gusto nyo pumasa agad ng NCLEX, mag-work sa US, manifest, pray, plus hard work, that will really work. Ayan lang guys, so share ko lang. Alright, next, number 9. Which of the following signs and symptoms should the nurse correlate with diagnosis of osteoarthritis? Familiar na kayo guys sa difference ng RA, OA gout? Nabanggit na ba ni Sir Chavez? Nabanggit na niya sa inyo yan? When you say RA, these are autoimmune disorder. And when they are autoimmune disorder, they tend to be inflammatory disorder. Nagkakaroon na pamamaga. Ang OA naman guys, they are degenerative disorder. When you say degenerative disorder, they are the wear and tear due to weight bearing of joints, no? Gamit na joints. And when you say gouty arthritis is yung metabolic disorder, no? Dahil sa pagkain ng high uric foods. Therefore, the correct answer to number 9 is letter B. Joint stiffness that decreases with activity. Yung letter A, yung erythema and edema over the affected joints, what kind of arthritis is that? Yung merong erythema tapos merong pamamaga, what kind of arthritis is that everyone? Wait lang, correct yung, yes, correct, that is RA. Kapag mayroong pamamaga, yan. Kayo pa lang next version, Manila Block 1. Isa rin ako from before Manila Block 1. Next. Which of the following factors most likely increase the joint symptoms of osteoarthritis? What do you think is the correct answer? Correct answer is letter B. Why? Nabanggit natin guys na meron sila weight bearing disease, pag mabigat, mataba, diba? Nagiging mapuro yung kanilang joints leading to osteoarthritis. That is one of the common risk factor. Obesity. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Next, 11. Go, guys. Meron tayong situation for number 11, right? What's the situation for number 11? Sige siya daw statistic siya. The mga autistic na person guys, I have a cousin who is autistic and he tends to bang his head sa wall. Ganun pala. Tapos, one day while the head banging, she unintentionally hit the wall and briefly loses consciousness, no? Isha is brought into the emergency department of LA Medical Center after suffering a head injury. The first action by the nurse is to determine that Isha is the first action. When you say first action, that is prioritization. Ano ang priority niyo ngayon guys? Recalls or relapse? What is your priority? Recalls or relapse? Priority would be recalls, of course, because the goal is to have your license. So yan, in this situation, what is your priority? Ano priority guys? Airway, right? So therefore, the correct answer is letter C. Priority natin ang recalls, ratio, board exam, no? Wala mo nang bebe time, wala mo nang relapse. Correct answer is letter C. Airway. Basta connected sa airway, that is a priority. Next one. O baka malito kayo sa number 12, maya para international yung number 12. Hindi po ba A kasi head injury? No guys, kapag even though head injury, ang magiging priority mo is airway. Mas mahirap kasing i-assess guys yung airway kasi pwede siyang mag-lead sa respiratory failure. Kapag nag-respiratory failure siya, pwede siyang mag-lead to death. Kasi yung mga level of consciousness, altered level of consciousness, hindi naman siya highly critical in comparison to airway. Crystal clear yung tanong ng bakit hindi po level of consciousness kasi airway. Medyo makakonsistent sa situation na to guys, but I will explain it later on. Clear yung tanong sa PM, masan yung tanong? Okay, clear. Laging airway ang priority guys kasi mas highly fatal siya. Next, ito nga, number 12. The nurse anticipates detecting the occurrence of what common complication of head injury? Ano ang common complication? Pwede yung sabihin sa akin, intracranial hemorrhage. But what is the correct answer? What's the correct answer? No, not basilar skull fracture. Correct answer guys is diabetes insipidus. Later ipapakita ko sa inyo kung bakit. Makikita niyo yung magic siya. So diabetes insipidus is a hypothalamic injury. No, once maapektuhan niyo yung hypothalamic injury, bababa ang iyong ADH production, no? Bababa ang iyong ADH which is responsible for body fluid balances leading to polyuria. But later on ipapakita ko sa inyo yung nangyayari sa board exam. Alright? Number 13. So diabetes insipidus, pag sinabi mo diabetes insipidus guys, sila yung dami ihi, dami inom. Kasi nga mababa ang kanilang ADH. Yung pampapigil ng ihi mababa leading to polyuria. Correct answer is letter B. Mataas ang baba yung national niya. Next, same situation. Si patient guys merong DI. The nurse is aware that she should monitor Isha's. Ano yung monitor mo? Meron siyang dami ihi. DI. Ano yung monitor? Urine output. Correct, no? Para masabi mo na nagkakaroon ba siya ng fluid depletion, fluid overload. What will you monitor? You will monitor for the urine output. Next, 14. Isha is ordered to receive desmopressin. Desmopressin is an antidiuretic hormone for management of her condition. The nurse should check which of the following measurement to determine the effectiveness of this medication. Ano ang makakadetermine? Yes, correct. Daily weight since meron nga siyang ADH and ang focus is yung fluid intake and output. Screenshot. Next, number 15. The nurse knows that which of the following conditions may alter the effectiveness of DDADP, desmopressin. Desmopressin is being administered intranasally. Ano po ibig sabihin ng intranasally, ma'am? Nasal spray. Therefore, ano sa mga sumusunod na pwede makapag-alter ng effect ng DDADP? From the word itself, nasal congestion. Correct answer is letter C. Yan, outline 15. So yeah, let's go back to number 12. Ba't napapansin niyo sa sunod-sunod na tanong from number 12 to 15? Ano mapapansin niyo? Are they related to each other or not? Yes, diba related? So ang tinatawag na tanong na topic dito is diabetes insipidus. Guys, sa board exam, situational. Usually, mababagsak sa inyo ang DON ng isang situation with following question. Tapos hindi pa buo yung thought doon. Hindi mo sa first question, number 11. Head injury daw. Pwede naman intracranial hemorrhage, ma'am. Ang gagawin mong technique, look for the following questions. No? Look for the following answers. Kasi yun ang magbibigay sa'yo ng clue. Yun ang magbibigay sa'yo ng hint kung ano yung tamang sagot na hinahanap. Intindihan ako, guys. Kaya ginawa ko ng board exam. Every after the situation ako nag-shade. Mga situation, una kasi may 5 items. Kapag sure na ako na, these 5 topics, these 5 questions, we're tackling of one topic, doon ako nag-shade. Kasi mahirap yung mahirap yung nag-shade ka agad. Tapos mali pala, kasi pwede kang ma-distract, pwede kang mawala sa momentum, which is why tapusin yung per situation. Alright, clear everyone? Naintindihan natin yung topic na to? Malinaw ba yung nabigay sa inyong tip sa board exam? Alright, thank you so much. No? Next item, number 6. Do we have 16 on your end, everyone? Meron 16 si Matilda with Lugol's iron solution na merong hypotype, right? Hypertype. Yan, pwede lang ako sa chat box, guys. Kasi hindi ko siya na-type sa PowerPoint. Ayan, patay po ako ng number 16. 15 po natin. Letter C po, nasal congestion. 16 po, guys, pasuyo naman ako. Ayan, thank you so much po sa nag-send. God bless you. Ayan. So si Matilda daw guys ay merong hypertide. When you say hypertide, everything is high and fast. Mabilis ang metabolism, mabilis ang pag-digest ng pagkain. Therefore, they tend to be thin, they tend to be payat, pawis, ganon. Ngayon, nakatanggap siya ng glucose iodine solution before a subtotal thyroidectomy is performed. The nurse is aware that this medication is given. Why does this medication is given? This medication is given for answer letter D in order to decrease the size and vascularity of the thyroid gland. Why? Kasi yung thyroid gland mo malapit sa parathyroid gland mo. Sobrang sensitive niyan. Ngayon pilitin mo muna siya bago mo siya tanggalin para hindi maapektuhan yung parathyroid gland mo, para hindi mo kailanganin ng calcium supplement forever. That is the rationale for number 16. Alright? Thank you so much, Alex. Ma'am Shail J. Thank you po. Alright, clear? Ayan, nasa chat box po yung number 16 natin. Next item, number 17. Wait, wait, ano lang muna to. Sorry. Next, 16. May situation like this, sorry, 17. May situation like number 17. 30-year-old daw named Kiana ina-admit sa Philippine Lung Center. Alam niyo ba nagkapalit ako sa Philippine Lung Center din? Kasi ang goal ko talaga nung naging nurse ako, makapag-work sa national government. Kasi nga malaking benefits. Pero ang scary pa lang. To sudden onset of chest pain and dyspnea. He has no history of respiratory disease, but he had a complete femur fracture. 3 days ago, the following questions applied. He is diagnosed with pulmonary embolism, fat embolism. The nurse immediately implement which expected prescription. Ano lang ang sagot dyan? Ano ang ipe-prescribe mo? Meron siyang fat embolism, merong pagkabara. Correct answer is letter A. Exactly. Why? Because letter A promotes vasodilation. No? Letter A, it promotes vasodilation. Screenshot. Next. Number 18. Ito, isa sa mga mahirap na tanong. Na-encounter ko na yung SATA, no? Select all that apply. Yung mga ganyan type of question, para siyang SATA. Ay, actually, SATA yan. Ngayon, sa SATA, guys, what will be your test taking strategy? Test taking strategy na ginagamit ko before is true or false. Titingnan lang muna ako sa unang given. Hindi siya sa choice sa baba, para hindi ako malito. So, yan na. Huwag mo muna isipin to. Huwag mo muna isipin yan. The doctor ordered ABG analysis for Chandler B. What is ABG? What does ABG stands for? Ano yung ABG, everyone? Familiarity lang tayo, guys. What is the meaning of ABG? Arterial blood gas, correct. The nurse, anong ginagawang test? Bago tayo mag-extract ng specimen for ABG, what test? What do you call that test? Ayan, recap, rest, correct, Allen's test, not to check the patency of the B. The nurse is now sending the ABG specimen to the laboratory for analysis. Which of the following information should the nurse write in the laboratory requisition? Guys, ang ginagawa ko ngayon, nabanggit ko sa inyo is sa true or false lang. Letter number 1, ventilator settings, is it important or not? Yeah, important yan. In order to determine the fraction of inspired oxygen FiO2. And then letter B, list of allergies, not necessarily, doesn't really affect your acid-base imbalances. Client's temperature, is it necessary or not? Client's temperature, yes, positive answer. Date and time the specimen was drawn, is it necessary or not? Yes. Any supplemental oxygen? Yes, positive answer. Extremity which the specimen was obtained? Not necessarily. Therefore, the correct answer is letter D. Guys, be extra careful ha. Kapag ang choices is SATA, kapag ang type of question is SATA, bakit ma'am? Sa SATA guys, mali ka lang ng isa, mali ka na sa lahat. Alright? Be extra careful. Next, screenshot. 19. The nurse is now inserting an oropharyngeal airway to Kiana. The nurse must use which correct insertion procedure? Ano namang sagot? Letter D. Insert the airway with tip pointed upward. No? That is the correct answer in order to avoid displacement of the tongue. Yung flex the client's neck, no. That is for nasopharyngeal airway, nasopharyngeal. Leave any dentures in place. Tama bang leave mo any dentures in place? No, that would be for aspiration. Guys, when do you suction your patient? Mama, ano po sinulat sa baba? Displace of tongue. To avoid displacement of the tongue. Guys, tama ba na mag-suction tayo every shift or when needed? When do we suction? We suction right when needed. PRN. And you hyperoxygenate your patient. Alright, screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Next, number 20. Ma'am, yan sagot ko pero wrong sa... Ano sabi? Ma'am, yan po yung sagot ko pero wrong sa G-forms. Ganun ba? Pero wrong sa Gorman. Anong Gorman? G-forms. So guys, ayan, may times talaga na mamamalit tayo sa G-form, paano na nagkaroon ng problems sa encoding, and that is okay. I want you to remember guys, and I want to take a note na yung scores nyo sa recalls is not a determinant if papasa ka or what. Ang mahalaga na a-absorb nyo guys sa mga recalls is yung learning. Mahalaga na nalaman nyo, bakit ba ako mali doon? Bakit hindi ko siya nakuha ng tama? Alright? If mali siya sa G-forms, that is totally okay. Kasi diba na-note nyo naman. So, huwag kayong panghinaan ng loob. Kung yung scores nyo, nasa 40, 30, guys, maniwala kayo, recalls 10 na nung time ko, recalls 11 na, nakaka-score pa ako ng 31, 40, syempre umiyak din ako, pinanghinaan din ako. But then, I've realized, ang mahalaga para sa recalls is yung na-attain mo na learnings. Kasi, magkamali ka na sa recalls, magkamali ka na sa board exam, magkamali ka na sa recalls, magkamali ka na sa boards, wag ka lang magkakamali sa board exam. Determinant po ng school namin score sa recalls. Ay, talaga? Nakakalungkot naman ng ganun, no? Ang lungkot naman ng may pressure sa school. That's so sad to hear. But still, wala namang magagawa yung school mo since ikaw yung mag-board exam. Wag kang panghinaan ng loob dyan. Intindihin mo yung sarili mo. Believe in yourself, alright? In the end, sino magkasabit ng NOAA? Sino aatin ng test takings ng test area? It's you. So, believe in yourself. Hayaan yung school. Nakakalungkot naman yung ganun. I feel so sad. Yung school namin during that time, hindi ganun. Well, ako kasi, lumayo ko, hindi ako sumama sa school namin. Nag-top ako sila sa other review center. Hindi ako sumama sa school namin kasi ayoko yung ma-pressure. I'm so sorry to hear that. Basta guys, protect your mental health. Ang pinakamahalaga kakampi mo sa board exam is yung sarili mo. Alright? Yun lang, just tips and tricks. Alright? In the end, kaninong lisensya yan? Kaninong pangalan ang ilalagay natin dito? This November guys, kaninong pangalan? Pangalan ba ng school nyo? Kaninong pangalan? Pangalan nyo, right? Yes, pangalan nyo, i-claim nyo na yan. Pangalan nyo ang ilalagay yan. Ilagay nyo na ang pangalan nyo, plus anong gusto nyo madikit dyan? If kasama mo yung Instagram, Rochelle Manyala, anong gusto mo katabi ng name ko? I-type nyo ang name nyo with the title na gusto nyo ma-receive this year. With the title that you want to receive this year, yes, Yari G. Banyares, RN, Marjorie Rojas, RN. Lahat tayo ay magpapasok, RN, manifesting para sa dalawang pangalan na inaasam-asam natin. Sure na magiging worth it ang lahat. Alright, so huwag kayong panghinaan sa school nyo. Manalig kayo sa sarili nyo. Walang ibang magtitiwala sa inyo kundi ang sarili nyo. At kami, nag-lecturer nyo. Ako, na isang dating nasa sitwasyon nyo guys. Malaking ang tiwala ko sa batch nyo. Alright, let's go. RN of 2020-25 future top notchers. Yes na yes. What is our goal to top the board exam? Ayan guys, how to motivate you guys and to inspire you. Alright, yes, CTTVE. Alright, let's move on to our discussion. Number 20. Si Chandler Bing is now intubated and receiving mechanical Bensi. Yes, ma'am, ayaw ibigay ng TOR pag mababa score. So yung lalaki nila, i-report nyo sa chat pag ganyan. Pag ayaw ibigay yung TOR. Alam ko, merong school sa ano. Ipakita ko. Kasi yung school sa Baguio na parang kaas ng pressure. Lalo na sa mga medical course. Di ba may isang school sa Baguio na lala ng pressure? Kami mga nabago na sa suicide. Scary. Ang lala naman ng ganyan, ayaw ibigay yung TOR. Diyos ko. Lala nila ha. Kakain sila. Ma'am, accept daw po ang nasa waiting room. Uy, nabi ba nasa waiting room? I'm so sorry. Sige, accept natin. Ako yung naging taga-accept. Admitted na po ang lahat. Next. Ayan, may mga nag-PM pala. Sorry, hindi ko nababasa ang PM, natatabunan siya. Yan, RN 2025. Okay, na-accept ko na sila. Next, number 20. Guys, ulit na kayo sa ano, tinatawag natin na, what do you call this? GCS. Glasgow Coma Scale. What's the perfect score? What is the perfect score, guys, for GCS? Yes, you see the lowest score? Lowest score for GCS is 3, right? Ano yung 3 categories natin for GCS? MVE, motor, verbal, and eye movement, right? So guys, when your patient is the GCS 8, nabasa ko na kasi. GCS 8, what will you do? Intubate, yes. Gamit na gamit yan. Lumabas yun guys na nag-NCLEX ako. Nung nag-NCLEX ako, nag-self-study na lang ako nun guys. Gamit na gamit pa yung review ko from PNLE. So yan, for GCS 8 intubate. And alam mo yung meme guys sa Facebook na ER versus ward. Since I'm working sa ward, yung mga nasa ER, mag-enter sa'yo, awake, conscious, coherent, GCS 15 pa raw. Pero pag kakakit sa'yo, GCS 3 na, nakaka-stress, gasping na, parang i-deliver mo na anytime kay San Pedro. Ganon. So yeah, just added note lang, when you say GCS 8, you need to intubate. And guys, kapag mag-intubate yung pasyente nyo, it needs to have a consent. Alright? Hindi tayo basta-basta nag-intubate, kinakailangan niya ng consent. So yeah, si Chandler Bing is now intubated and is receiving mechanical ventilation. The physician has added 7 cm of positive. Ma'am, magkano po range no? No, ano po? Magkano po range na nagastos niya sa NCLEX? Nagastos ko po sa NCLEX before for the processing itself is 50,000. Pero wala kayong processing, huwag kayo gumaya sa akin. Nag-processing lang kasi ako guys. Para, asa kasi yung name ko, tapos nalisip ko yung parang license ko ron. Ano din? Ano tawag dito? Pangit din yung name. Wait, I'll show you. Para ma-inspire tayo lalo. Siyempre, tinakita ko sa inyo sa OTT. I'll show you the other one. Wait. Wait lang. Wag sa mag-NCLEX, wait. So, hello. Ayan, everyone. Ready na ba kayo makuha yung galing naman after PNLE? Yung NCLEX? Ayan, i-claim nyo na yan. After RN, what is the next goal? What's the other 4 letters that you were aiming for, everyone? USRN, because our goal, the original goal of nurses is to serve Filipinos abroad. Ayan. So, share ko lang ha. Some tips and tricks sa NCLEX. Since hindi nga ako nag-review. Hindi ako nag-review center during the time, self-study. Kaya-kaya yung ipasa yung NCLEX kapag fresh pa from PNLE. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Tapos, huwag kayo mag-processing agency. I-message nyo lang ako kung paano magpa-process. Ang mahal na gastos ko, hindi gumaya sa akin. Tapos, tignan yung name ko, guys. Kulang pa rin. Aliona, Krish, ay yung name ko is Krishel. Kasi nagkaroon ako sa ang haba ng name ko. Diba? I-claim nyo na yan. Future RNs and USRN. Maging motivated kayo, maging delusional kayo, mag-manifest kayo na mag-manifest. As in, mangyayari yan lahat. Alright? Next, nasa tayo. Yan, puro chika na si bakla. Ano ba to? Game. Chandler Bing is now intubated and receiving mechanical ventilation, and the physician has added 7 cm of PEEP, positive expiratory pressure. Guys, sa actual work, hindi naman trabaho ng nurse yan, trabaho yan ng respiratory therapist. Pero syempre, since nurse ka, dapat all around ka, you just need to be familiar with that. What is the adverse effect of PEEP? What's the adverse effect of PEEP, everyone? Adverse effect of PEEP is letter D, systolic blood pressure decrease from 122 to 98 mmHg. Why? Guys, kapag tataas ang PEEP, tumataas yung alveolar expansion. Pag tumataas yung alveolar expansion, mabilog, bumababa yung BP, no? Nagkakaroon ng bronchodilation. Correct answer is letter G. Screenshot. Next. Kamusta guys? Nakakasabay pa? Kaya pa yung bilis ko? Masyado mabilis? Nagkaroon na ba ako? Wala na ba maintindihan? Kamusta guys? Nakakakatcha pa tayo? Gising pa ba ang lahat? Gising pa ba kayo? Nurses of 2025? 2025? Gising pa ba? O, hindi tawag ng liwanag. Kaya pa naman? Nakasabayan pa naman? Alright. Yes, that's good to know. Buhay pa. Yup. Gising na gising. Namiss ko sila Sir Kid. Yup. Sir Archie. Parang hindi ka nagre-review, no? Parang tawa ka lang ng tawa talaga. Gising pa mami. Yes, para sa pangarap laban. Next, 21. Okay, number 21. I think we have a situation for number, sorry. Wait lang guys ha. Magpipisig lang ako. Sa lalamunan to. Major, minor. Wait. Game. Anyway, nirecommend ko Sir Rocky. Share ko lang. So, number 21. Jen is a 50-year-old obese patient and she admits that her self-esteem has been progressively becoming low as her body size increases. She also claimed that her performance in her work has already been impaired. She elected to subject herself in a bariatric surgery. So, 21. Rapid emptying, dumping syndrome, common na gastrointestinal illness of portic sac. Rapid emptying for gastric contents into the small intestine may occur post-operatively due to gastric resection. Dina is at risk for developing Dina is at risk for developing dumping syndrome due to what? The nurse monitors for correct answers letter A, dizziness. Guys, hilong-hilo yung mga yan. Hilong-hilo sila kasi ang bilis bumaba ng kinain nila. Yung bradycardia, no. What do they experience? Taki yan. Kasi yun yung compensatory mechanism ng kanilang katawan. Constipation, no. Mabilis na bumaba yung kinain. Pag mabilis bumaba yung kinain natin, ano yun? That is diarrhea. And yung extreme thirst, that is late sign. Grabe, nakakabasa ko naman, from Manila na branch. Naalala ko 24 chicken na nag-review ko sa Top Rock Manila. Okay, correct answer is letter A. Next. Guys, yung dumping syndrome ay yung mabilis na pagbagsak ng kinain nila. Okay? 21. The nurse places Janice in which best position to prevent the occurrence of dumping syndrome? What is the best position daw para ma-prevent ang occurrence ng dumping syndrome? Correct answer is letter A. Ma'am, bakit po letter A? Because flat on bed, supine, or side lying, that could slow down the bowel movement, that could decrease the gastric motility. Ano ba ang goal natin, guys? The goal natin is mapabagal yung movement ng food, no? Mapabagal yung pagbagsak ng gastric content. From the word dumping. Binabagsak mo na lang lahat. Therefore, correct answer is letter A. Next. Okay, na ulit 21. Do we have 22 on your end, everyone? Meron po ba tayong number 20 sa inyo? Do we have or wala? Wala talaga. Wala pa. Okay, sige. Let's proceed to number 23. Number 23. Gamitin natin ang true or false sa kayo magsasagot. The nurse places Janice in which, okay na ulit lang, that is supine po. Okay, next. Sige, mami ko na bahala sa akin. Yes. Okay, true or false tayo mga madam ko. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ano sabi? Si Janice daw ay pwede na. 22, sige. Baka naulit lang guys sa pag-type no, 22. I'm so sorry sa mga technical errors. Alright. Next, Janice is now ready to resume diet since she now has normal vowel sound. To minimize complications from eating, the nurse teaches her to do which of the following? Ano ang i-encourage mong gawin ni nurse? Gawin ni Janice. True or false? Number 1 muna, true or false? Lying down after eating. True or false, everyone? Is it true or false? Lagay lang T or F. Yeah, T or F. T. Eat a high diet protein, T or F. T. Eat diet low in protein, T or F. T or F. F. Yeah, false. Eating 6 small meals per day, T or F. 6 small meals per day, T. Eating concentrated sweet between meals, T or F. T. Sorry, that is F. So what is the correct answer for numbers? Letter 3? Correct answer for numbers letter 3 is letter. What's the correct answer? Letter B. 1, 2. Sorry, what's the correct answer? Letter C. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Ayan ang gagamitin nyo guys test taking strategy ha. Kapag SATA, true or false, para sigurado kang hindi ka maliligaw na landas. Next, 24. Screenshot na. 24. In preventing dumping syndrome, which additional instruction should be provided to Janice? Ano raw ang magandang i-provide mo kay Janice? What is the correct answer? Correct answer is letter C. Ma'am, bakit po letter C? I'm reading the following meal. Kapag di ba patient mo ay naglalakad bagong kain, nagkakatanggad siya. Ano ang mararamdaman niya? Yung gastric motility niya mapapabilis, right? Eating a high carbohydrate foods. High carbohydrate foods are high glycemic index, no, leading to hyperglycemia. Yung letter D, sit in high fowler position, that could also increase the gastric motility. Correct answer is letter C. Next one, screenshot. 25. Sorry, 25, do we have a situation? Alam ko yung 25 nakalagay na dyan yung mismong sagot eh. Sinika sa akin ng ibang branch at mismong G4 sa yung sagot. Totoo ba? How true is that? Next, situation. You have a patient with varying disease. Always receive medications from them to recuperate as part of the dependent functions. Often, nurse knowledge in pharmacology is one of the most essential competencies that should possess to be aware when to verify doctor's medication order and to know the side effect, adverse effect, therapeutic level, and nursing consideration of each drug. A nurse in the new ward is reviewing the result of clients. Research phenytoin dilantin level that was drawn that morning. The nurse determines that he had a therapeutic level drug if the result was anong normal level for anticonvulsant of phenytoin? Normal level 10 to 20. Anong pumasok sa 10 to 20? Ang pumasok sa mga ay bingo, 15. Sino ang lecturer yan? Pag sinabi bingo, put star, bingo. Sir Kenneth Erzadon. Yeah, Sir Kenneth. Sa inyo na ang pila kay Sir Rocky. Doon ako sa pila kay Sir Kenneth. Kimi, next, 26. Client Mark has begun medication therapy with betaxolol. Olol. When you say betaxolol, they are beta blockers. Beta na, di ba? Olol, betaxolol. Common na. The nurse determines he is experiencing the intended effect of the therapy, of which of the following is noted. When you say intended effect therapy, correct answer, yes, alam namin yung beta blocker, calcium channel blocker. Those are for your blood pressure. Screenshot. Next. 27. Kaya pa yung sabay? Nakakasabay pa everyone? Nakakasabay pa ba? Sasabay pa ba? Top rankers from Baguio, Manila, and Davida. Sasabay ka ba? Gina G ka na ba sa board exam? Gina G ka na ba? What is our goal? Our goal is to top the board exam. Yes, Gina G. Game na game. Mabilis na lang yan. Ilang araw na lang before the board exam? Ilang araw na lang? 74. Matamatik ako sa account. 72 days. Kayang-kaya pa yan, guys. Kayang-kaya pa yan. Alright, next. 27. The nurses, mapabalik ko sa 26. Nag-overwhelm. Na-overwhelm? Sino na-overwhelm? Masa yun, chat? Na-overwhelm daw siya. Ayan, na-overwhelm. Okay, it's okay. That's okay. It's part of life. 27. The nurse has taught another client named Doral with asthma who is taking Santin bronchodilator about beverages to avoid. The nurse determines that the client understands the information if the client chooses which of the following beverages from the dietary. Which of the following beverages daw ang pipiliin niya? I will show you another tip. Tip! Kapag titingin ka sa choices, anong sagot? Titingin ka sa choices, anong sagot? Letter D. Bakit letter D, everyone? Bakit letter D? Anong meron yung ABC na walang letter D? They are correct. They are stimulants, no? Eh, sa tip na binigay ko. But yeah, honestly, ang Santin bronchodilator it is known to be a stimulant. Hindi ka pwede mag-add ng stimulant to stimulant. Coffee, cola, chocolate, they all contain caffeine. And that is unknown. Therefore, the correct answer is letter D. Cranberry. Alam niyo yung asa? Pati yung chopa. No, kapag chopa, cholinergic, para sympathetic asa. That is anticholinergic, sympathetic asa, dry, wet. Kapag sympathetic, everything is high and fast. However, babagal ang kanilang gastrointestinal, kaya dry, hindi sila naiihi, hindi sila natatay. Di ba kapag natataranta kayo, guys? Kapag nagkakaroon na kayo, naiihi pa ba kayo? Kapag nagkakaroon na kayo, di ba not? Hindi naman. While kapag kayo ay relax, which is yung sa parasympathetic, rest and digest, di ba relax yung inyong bowel movement, hindi naman kayo, doon kayo mas naiihi. Yun. Alright, next. Alam niyo yung stimulant, SNS, everything is high and fast. Parasympathetic, everything is low and slow, except gastrointestinal. Next, 28. Ganitong type of question, guys, is either you know it or you don't. It's either alam or hindi. Client RG is ordered to start on glipizide once daily. The nurse observes for which of the following intended effect of this medication. What's your correct answer? Glipizide, that's meant for me. Anong gawin yan? Ang tawag na yan? OHA. What does OHA stands for? Ano rin OHA, everyone? What does OHA stands for? Oral hyperglycemic agent, right? Oral hyperglycemic agent. So therefore, the correct answer is letter C, oral hypoglycemic agent. Decrease blood glucose. Screenshot. Next. Client Donna, toddler is hospitalized for acetaminophen overdose. The nurse prepares administer which specific antidote for this medication overdose. Antidote. Bibigay ko sa inyo yung notes ha. Ayan, kasi sinasa pinto. Pero yung notes ng mga antidote, pati nasa Anki nga. Ginamit lang talaga yung Anki. Para marating sa akin yung mga nireview ko nung nag-board exam ako. Ginamit ko pa rin siya hanggang nung nag-review ko for NCLEX. Ano sabi nito guys? Antidote. What's the answer for antidote? Correct answer guys is letter C, acetylcysteine. Vitamin K is an antidote for what? Ang vitamin K. Acetylcysteine. Yeah, I love that. Ace, with Sheena. Save natin yun. Share ng isa niyong kaklase. Ace, acetaminophen, acetylcysteine. Vitamin K. War. Kapag may war, maraming kilig, maraming namamatay. Vitamin K. Protamine sulfate, that is for heparin. Sila. Sino kanina lecturer yun? Sila. Naloxone hydrochloride, that is for your opioid. Namiss ko talaga bigla yung mga lecturer ng top rank. Kasi ang saya kasi mag-aral mag-review sa top rank. Hindi mo feel na nagre-review ka. Ang light lang. Nakakapagod yung recall. Sa totoo lang, nakakapagod yung recall, yung ratio. Pero ang saya ng time na nagre-review ko sa top rank. As in, wala akong masabi. Sulit sa top rank level, ganun. Si Sir Archie, meron siya pa, di ba, pa DJ sound. Kasi Sir Chavez, yung mga, tugtugan niya. Yung pag tumutug, parang lalo ko sa'yo, uy, osteotopic. Ganun level. Correct answer to is letter Mercy. Letter C yan. Okay, next one. Screenshot. Okay na? Next. Which of the following is best indirect method for measuring BP? Sagot. Letter B. Aneurysm, no, manok, meter. Bakit mo hindi papatory blood pressure, guys? Hindi yan standard. That is not the basic practice. But of course, it's for your auto stat. If arterial catheter is highly invasive, na not encouraged. Next, screenshot. Oh, AHA. Wala akong ma-rationalize sa inyo kundi sasabihin ko lang, ay kabisaduhin niyo yan. According to the standards of AHA 2017, hypertension stage 1 is described as letter C. Meron namang copy ang lahat, mas pwede nyo i-search sa Google, AHA stages of hypertension. Tapos, idikit nyo sa inyong walnuts. Wala akong maano sa inyo, wala akong ma-rationalize sa inyo for that, kasi it's either you know it or you don't. That's it. Screenshot nyo na lang, print nyo, dikit nyo sa walnuts nyo. Alright, pwede nyo siyang gawa ng Anki. Next, alam ko meron akong Anki niya. Next, number 32. A patient was ordered to have his EKG reading done. As a nurse, you know that the EKG is performed to assess, EKG reading is performed to assess what? What? Correct answer is letter B, hypertrophy and axis deviation. Letter A, to the echo. C, to the echo, plus EKG. And letter D is for angiogram. Screenshot. Parang nakakainis pala pag natuturo sa inyo ang pangit ng sulat. Pwede nga natin lalagyan na lang natin ng ganito. Pwede pala to para mas maganda. Ayan. Ayan, hindi na gagawin ko, guys. Parang pangit sinusulat ko, parang naiirita ako sa sarili ko. Next, 33. Screenshot na. 33 na tayo. Pwede ba i-type, no? Pasensya na kayo, mahirap. Ako sa isa sa mga doktor ng pangit ng sulat. Kaya pangit din ang sulat ko. Next. 30. Ay, sorry, 31. Ayan, 31, 32, 33 na. During a disaster, which principle is integral in decision making and providing health care to those who are victims? To those who are victims. What's the correct answer? What's the correct answer? Everyone, number 2 and number 3. Correct answer is letter C. Guys, tanong lang. Magkaparehas ba ang triaging na ER and disaster? Do they have the same triaging? ER and disaster? Nor. Why? Ano ang priority mo kapag ER? When you have ER triaging, what is the priority? Grabe na sa body, saan ang dami mo dapat priority? Pero naka-priority pa ba kayo? May nag-drama. Yes, ang priority mo sa ER is yung worst. While yung sa disaster, what is your priority? Sa disaster, ang priority mo is yung kaya mo pa. Okay. Meron tayong tinatawag na high survival rate. Kapag black, automatic peg males, huwag mo nang pansinin. Sila yung meron mga wound injury, severe burn injury. Kapag red, they need immediate treatment. Kapag yellow, they can be saved 4 hours. And yung green, they are still ang bilis kayo ng mahal. Alright, screenshot. Ayan. Mas okay na ba guys sa sulat? Mas nakakopy na yung notes? Mas nakakopy na yung notes, everyone? Kaya na, mas comprehensible siya. Alright. Okay, screenshot. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. SSD mga madam, pamay na lang po. Charot, naging live selling bigla. 34. A patient is admitted to the hospital with myocardial infarction, develops severe pulmonary edema. Which of the following symptoms should the nurse expect the patient to exhibit? Guys, pulmonary edema. Pulmonary edema could show signs and symptoms of DOP. Sorry. Ano ang pinakamalapit na signs and symptoms ng DOP, everyone? What is it? What's your answer? Correct answer is letter D, hunger. That is showing signs and symptoms of DOP. Ma, pwede po matanggal yung keyboard? Yung sounds ng keyboard. Wait lang. Sige, try natin mag-type ulit. Sinailan ko na. Ayan. Okay na, boss? Okay na, boss? Okay na? Next one. Wala ng sound. Next. Sinailan ko na. Your wish is my command. Next item, number 35. Kalakas nga, ma. Ayan na. Alam niyo nung nakaraan, nalobat yung iPad ko. Nung nakaraang branch, parang 2 days ago. Tapos, hindi na-charge ako, best. Sabi ng students ko, ma'am, 100 na po yung iPad mo. Tanggalin mo na sa charge, nag-distract ko. Laro. Next, number 30.
Init. Ay, ang ganda. Binalik yun na.
Ayan, nakaanyot si Queen. Next item, number 35. May mga kita sabi may maangit, pamute po. Di ko alam kung sino nagsalita rin. Pero ito, hi, I'm transcribing this call with my tactic AI extension. Di ba? AI na AI, mga naka-chat GPT. Okay, na-distract na ako. Parang may ADHD, bilis ko ma-distract. Okay, 35. A child is in the emergency department for scarlet fever. Which of the following description of scarlet fever is not correct? You are looking for the negative answer. Therefore, the correct answer is letter yes, correct. Pedigree occurs in the soft palate. Ano yan? Ano yung pedigree na nag-occur in the soft palate? Everyone, familiar na kayo dyan? That is what we call Forsheimer spots. Forsheimer spots are commonly seen on German measles. Forsheimer spot, not German measles. Kasi sila ito, no? German. And then, alam niyo yung difference ng rubella between rubiola? German measles sila yung rubella double L, rubiola measles. No? Measles na nakikita sa nila, Koplik spots, no? Koplik spots. Yes. Next. Particular the buccal area naman yun. 36. We have a situation for number 36. You are a staff nurse in psychiatric unit and you are taking care of Mr. Joe, who is a suffering. Ito na ba? Sorry na, pa-screenshot daw. 1, 2, 3, 1, kaya na madam, na-screenshot mo na. Next, 36. So yan, situation ulit. You're welcome. You're a staff nurse in psychiatric unit and you are taking care of Mr. J. Joe, who is suffering from heroin addiction with suspected complications of HIV. So Macy asked you what HIV seropositivity means. Your answer will be, what's the correct answer? What is the correct answer, everyone? Correct answer is letter A. An infected person with HIV is capable of transmitting the virus to the sexual partner. Guys, wala kasing basis. Ang infected person can drink blood, walang basis. Hindi tayo sigurado na pwede na sila mag-drink ng blood after 5 years. Person tested positivity nga, sabi mo na infectious. With the appropriate medication, no, wala rin basis, no? Therefore, concrete na nasagot yung letter A. Screenshot. Next. Kaya pa, nakakasabay pa, everyone. Next one, number 37. In your morning rounds, you notice in Mr. Joe the presence of cough, shortness of breath, and tachypnea. Which of the opportunistic infection is probably causing this manifestation? What's your answer? Yes, correct answer is letter D. When you will look for the number 37, all of that are signs and symptoms of respiratory, respiratory pneumonia, pneumocystis jirovecii. Hindi ko sure yung tamang pronunciation. Okay, Marta, wala namang pronunciation sa PNL. Next, 38. Which of the following is the most possible cause of HIV on Mr. Joe's case? Ano ang most possible cause? No. Most possible cause. Kapag sa situation, si Mr. J. Joe ay heroin addict. Therefore, the most common cause sa kanya is ang kanyang heroin addiction dahil sa sharing of needles. Ayan, remember ha, board exam guys is a situational questions. Therefore, you need to look or based on the situation that it is giving to you. Next. 39. Another day, Mr. J. Jones visited her girlfriend Missy, who admitted she had been having sex with him. In describing Missy's sexual practices, which is the following, you will follow. Missy is not a race factor. Si Missy daw ay isang bilat, siya ay isang babae. Therefore, ano ang tamang sagot dyan? What's the correct answer for number 39, everyone? Baka sabihin naman, bakit hindi po A, C, and D? What's the correct answer? Letter B. Kasi mas common sa babae ang vaginal intercourse over anal intercourse. Screenshot, SSD. We'll move on to number 40. Mr. Joe tested positive for HIV. Which of the following explanations can you give him to mess daw siya as positive sa HIV? Ano sagot ni Jay? Guys, if mag-eliminate ka, or if you will use elimination in this test taking strategy, what are the two options na matitira? Ano ang two options na matitira? If you will use eliminations, two options na matitira would be letter A and D. Why? Because they are opposing. Yes, correct, Miss Marlo. Because they are opposing. And the correct answer, guys, is letter A. Sinabi lang ng positive, so positive na meron siyang antibody sa katawan. Next. Wait lang. Parang nanginginig po ako. Chares, kaya nyo nga. So, kaya ko rito. 41. The nurse understands that the function of the prostate gland is primarily to, correct answer is letter B. That is to produce a secretion that aids in the nourishment and passage of the sperm. Screenshot po ako. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next one. The nurse analyzes the boy. I'm in class right now. So, yeah. The nurse analyzes laboratory values and notes that the serum phosphate level, ma'am, sorry, mabilis po. Okay, sige, bagaan natin. The nurse analyzes the laboratory values. So yeah, the nurse analyzes the laboratory values and notes that the serum phosphate level is elevated. This finding indicate which of the following nilaro no? Guys, kapag serum phosphate, kapag siguro ganito ako kabagal magsalita, tapos tinimes niyo pa yung recorded, wala bang mag-visit na kayo? Nalala ko before, nung time na ako student, pero nagala siya sa amin. Tapos ang bagal niya talagang magsalita, naka-times 2 na ako, ang bagal pa rin. Next. Okay, so yeah, when I say serum phosphate level, ang serum phosphate level ay merong indirect relationship with your calcium. What do you mean by this? Pag mataas ang serum phosphate level mo, mababa ang calcium. Ma'am, clarify lang po. Wait lang, ang tanong. Ano yung tanong? Nawala. Hold on. Ang clarify lang po, kapag positive po ba, sure na po ba with AIDS? Di na po ako ano na dyan. Yes, guys, kapag ang patient mo nagkaroon ng HIV, positive na sila sa antibodies sa AIDS. But that doesn't mean na meron na silang AIDS, alright? Nagkakaroon na silang antibodies, alright? Hindi ibig sabihin na AIDS na sila. Gets ba? Gets clear? Kasi ang AIDS, guys, it takes time. Yung HIV to AIDS, it takes time bago yan mag-progress to AIDS, no? Kaya tumatagal pa yung kanilang buhay. Pero most likely 10 years, parang yun yung maximum nila. Okay, game. So yeah, when you say serum phosphate, guys, nabanggit ko nga na indirect relationship sa calcium. Anong part ng ating katawan mahalaga ang calcium? What part of our body requires serum calcium? Bones, exactly. So since nabanggit dito na yung patient may merong serum phosphate level elevated, mataas, ano ibig sabihin? Mababa ang calcium. Ano ang naapektuhan? Bones. Ano sa sagot? What's the correct answer for number 42? Letter C. Correct. Yan, kailangan guys sa board exam, magaling lang kayo mag-analyze ng tanong. Maniwala kayo sa akin, nung nag-aaral ako nung nursing student ako, halos hindi ko binasa yung Bruno Renzo Dark, yung Cashier, Piliteri, hindi ko talaga sila binasa. Nagseryoso lang ako mag-aaral nung board exam na. Tinapos ko yung Saunders, Udad, White Book, yung Top Rankers Guide, doon ako nagseryoso. Sabi ko, hala, shit, lisensya ng pinag-uusapan dito, kailangan magseryoso na ako. So yun, kailangan marunong ka mag-analyze ng tanong, kailangan magaling kang umatake ng test, magaling kang gumamit ng test taking strategy. Ayan ang panghahawakan nyo. Alright, clear? Next. 43. The nurse knows that, ang bago naman na nagtay ng CDCADDBAB. Ang effort, parang bingo. Number 4, C, CDCADDB. Nakakatawa yung nag-effort na ganyan. Thank you everyone. God bless everyone. Siyempre, tulungan tayo sa board exam, guys. Tulungan. Lahat naman tayong goal natin is maging nurse. Next. The nurse knows that the hormone therapy is the mode of treatment for a client with prostate cancer. The goal of the treatment is to, what's the goal? What is your goal, everyone? What is your goal? Number 43 was the goal? Yes. Hindi siya nawawala sa track to top the board exam. Hindi ka nawawala sa track, kaya I love it. Talagang, pag sinabi mo siguro, to top the board exam. So yeah, in this, the goal of the treatment, guys, is letter A. Limit the amount of circulating androgens, no? Because increased amount of circulating androgens could further exacerbate your prostate cancer. And another tip na mabibigay ko sa board exam, pag binakita ang opposing answer, ano ang opposing answer? A and C, most likely, isa na ron ang tamang sagot. Next. Screenshot. Next. The nurse prepares care of plan. Meron tayong situation, guys, sinabi na meron ng end of life, blah, 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 yung situation, no? Hindi na babanggitin, guys. The nurse prepares a care plan for the client. The overall goal for the client will be, what's the overall goal? That is to achieve a control of pain and discomfort. Correct answer is letter A. Screenshot. Next. Wait, nahilo ko. Next, number 45. The nurse is awarded the document that expresses the client's wish for life-sustaining treatment in the event of terminal illness or permanent unconsciousness. This document is, that was the correct answer. Correct answer to that is letter. The correct answer is living will. Ayan, kung anong gusto niya, anong treatment gusto niya ma-receive, that is living will. Next, screenshot, number 46. The client nears death and requires that no medication be given that would cause a loss of consciousness, including pain medication. The nurse would promote the best end of life for the client by which of the following? What's your answer? What is your answer? Letter C. Respect the client. So guys, when you're a patient, sabi ng patient mo, mama, ayoko na bigyan mo ako ng pain meds, ayoko na ma-receive yan. Mamamatay naman ako. Huwag mo na akong pahirapan pa. Ano gagawin mo, guys? Matakal mo ba ng unan? Of course, that's what we do. You need to respect. Why do you need to respect? Anong principle? Natatakal lang sa respect. Respect the client's decision. What principle is that? Exactly. Autonomy. Very good, everyone. Next, number 47, screenshot. Which of the following statement is true about terminally ill patients? Tatakpan ng una. Pwede mo takpan ng una siguro yung relative na attitude. Charot. So which of the following statement is true? Alam niyo ba ako sa nurse? Balita ako sa mga bantay na attitude. Pero may ako sa pasyente ko, never ako nang away ng pasyente. Pero nang away ako ng pasyente ng relative na attitude. Pinili nila. Alam niyo ba one time? Duty ako, bago pa lang ako ng nurse, tapos sabi ko naman sa akin, ma'am, pwede mo pakibukas yung aircon? Alam mo sabi ko, ma'am, hindi ko trabaho magbukas ng aircon. Nakakaloko sila. Upakin yung attitude. Ganyan, di ba? Pero basta, ano bang priority mo? Kapag naging nurse na kayo, priority mo pasyente mo. Hindi naman sinabi kailangan maging mabait sa relative niya. Your priority is always your patient. And another tip, sino mga taga Manila? Mga Manila Black, na tuwing Thursday na sa St. Jude, Tadeos. Nung nagre-review, lalagay mo yung sticky notes mo doon. Ayan, top notcher or papasa. Nung nagre-review ako, guys, ang nilalagay ko lagi is to be the safe nurse. Ayun ang nilalagay ko. Walang plastikan. Ayun ang dasal ko. Hindi ko dasal maging top notcher. Hindi ko dasal na maging top 1 ako. Ang dasal ko lang is maging safe nurse ako. Tapos nagkaroon ako ng target na board rating para kapag pumasok ko sa mga public hospital, ayun lang. So guys, bakit ko sinasabi sa inyo na lang yung maging safe nurse kayo? Kasi ang board exam is safety answer. Ano ang hinahanap ito? Hindi ito hinahanap kung sino pinakamagaling, kung sino summa cum laude, magna cum laude. Ang hinahanap ito is yung safe na nurse ka. Hindi ka makakapatay, hindi ka mag-focus ng harm sa iyong pasyente. So yeah, ayun ang include sa inyong prayers and for sure, magpapasko kayo nurses. Amen? Amen. Right? Yes, correct, safe and kind. OB Queen. Correct. All right, next, number 47. Which of the following statement is true about terminally ill client? Guys, mga terminally ill clients, they have the right to die with dignity. Next, step 48. The client wishes to donate her eyes after she dies. Which of the following statement is not true about organ donation? Nakita yung nakaraan yung news, yung sa East Visayas Medical Center ba yun? Yung may nag-donate na nag-walk off. Ano, parang tawag sa walk na yun, guys? Yung parang nagre-respect sila sa walk na yun. No, so meron pa ng transplant dito. Correct answer is letter A. 15 years old. It should be 18 to 21. Screenshot. Next. The nurse is presenting a client clinical conference of discusses the causes of beta thalassemia. When you say beta thalassemia, that is a genetic blood disorder. The nurse informs her audience that the child is at greatest risk for developing this disorder, and that is called letter B. A child of Mediterranean descent. Correct answer is letter B. Yung alpha thalassemia, that is common to 3 regions of Africa, America, Asia. AAA, alpha. B is for Mediterranean. Gets 50. The nurse added that in beta thalassemia, which family history may be present in the development of condition? Correct answer is letter B. Autosomal recessive disorder, because that only affects one gene. Guys, let's just have 5-minute break. Mag-go-warm complex ako ng jaw. Mag-CR, mga gusto mag-CR, mag-relax, mga gusto mag-relax. Medyo namamahid kasi meron akong TMD. Wala, share ko lang. Meron akong temporal mandibular disorder. Kaya medyo namamahid. Wait lang guys ha. 5 minutes break for everyone. Wait lang po. Resume tayo guys ng 5:52. Pwede mag-CR, mga mag-CR, pwede kumain, mga kumain. Yung gusto magkape para magising-gising pa. Okay, hello everyone. Ayan, baka akala nyo ginost ko na kayo. Porket August pa naman kayo, guys. Yung mga nag-ghost na ba dito? Alam niyo guys kung bakit talaga nag-movie schedule lang from 4 to 10 PM, bakit naging 3 to 9 PM? Gusto niyo malaman yung totoong dahilan? Para pag totoo 10 PM, after recalls, pwede kayo mag-relapse. Charot. Okay guys, let's move back. Ayan, nandiyan pa ba ang lahat? Okay, check ang attendance check. Time check moments. Yes, time check moments. Salamat, dapat may oras kayo. Okay, everyone, sakit mo. Check tayo. Andiyan pa ba? Gising pa ba ang lahat? Ayan, tumutulog din po ako kasi pasensya na kayo, everyone. Relapse sana naman kaso wala naman nakaka-relapse. Trueness. Huwag muna mag-relapse. Huwag na muna kayo mag-relapse. Recalls na muna. Recalls, don't be relapse. Okay, okay? Gising na. Noong nakaraan, ay yung kahapon na session, dalawa ako sa mga student, parang naging radyo. Mama, pwede po kumain siya ganito, yung pogi po sa kabilang block. Pakisabi ko sa kanya, crush ko siya ganito. Tawang-tawa ako sa kahapon, sa batch kahapon. Game. Let's go back to our original plan. So yeah, the nurse presented assessment. Oo, may podcast. Ginawa pa nila akong DJ. Ginawa nila akong, ma'am, yung Anki app ko ba? Yung dami ko nalabas. Ito yung Anki app. Papakita ko sa inyo. Ayan. Kita niyo ba? Yung nasa baba. Ito guys, oh. Ayan yung Anki app. You saw that? Ayan. Iba may ibubulong sa inyo kung saan kayo pwede bumili. Kasi alam ko kapag yung iba naka-iOS, parang mali yung, mali. Parang mahal yung Anki. Chika ko sa inyo mamaya kung saan mura. Siyempre, black market. So yeah, the nurse presented assessment data she gathered from her patient. No, she emphasized that her patient has greenish, yellowish skin tone, severe anemia, requiring transfusion to support sustained life. She identifies this type of beta thalassemia as what type of that? That is letter A, thalassemia major. Banggit na, severe. Major, meron major signs and symptoms. When your patient is having thalassemia minor, commonly wala pa silang signs and symptoms. Correct answer is letter A. Screenshot po. Next. So number 52 guys is either you know it or you don't know. Very technical yang tanong na yan. The correct answer is based from the patient's manifestation. Severe anemia and beta thalassemia is also known as letter D. Cooley's anemia. No, that is very definition of terms, very technical. Next item number 53. The patient is receiving receiving long-term blood transfusion therapy for the treatment of his disorder. Chelation 51. Ito ayan, 51 ha. So ayan, what do you mean by saying chelation therapy? Anong ibig sabihin ng chelation therapy? Narinig na ba yung word na yun? Chelation therapy, it is the removal of a toxic substance, no? And this is prescribed in order to prevent organ damage from the presence of too much iron in the body as a result of that transfusion. And the nurse correctly anticipates the medication used for chelation therapy for the patient, which is letter C. Deferoxamine, no? Kasi meron siya iron overload. Alright, iron overdose, no? Deferoxamine. Screenshot po. Next. The nurse is caring for another patient with hereditary bleeding disorder. The nurse noted that the patient has increased tendency to bleed from mucous membrane. Most probably, the physician's medical diagnosis for this patient would be, what is the correct answer? Letter C. Yes, von Willebrand disease. Von Willebrand is also a clotting factor that could lead to a bleeding disorder. Screenshot po. Next. 55. Nurse Mary was assigned to care for this patient and she is aware that osteoarthritis, parang naulit lang tanong, osteoarthritis is not, opposite nung kanina, not associated with the following signs, that is edema. Again, ano ang merong edema? Ano ang merong edema? Kasi nakapag-indicator. Ano yung merong edema, everyone? That is, exactly, that is your RA. Ayan, paano ako nag-group tour sa inyo? That is your RA, number 56, screenshot. A comprehensive physical assessment and health history was taken by Nurse Mary. She was able to take note of various risk factors present from the patient's lifestyle. Nurse Mary knows, map-accept daw po ulit. Alright, accept tayo ng mga admission, dami ng admission, go, go, go. She was able to take note of various risk factors. Nabanggit natin kanina, ano ang most common risk factor na merong, ano yun, anong term yun? Letter O. Obesity, because of wear and tear, because of weight-bearing joint. Correct answer is letter C. The next one, screenshot. Nurse Mary is aware that osteoarthritis is a wear and tear disease, and she expects the joints most likely affected in this condition. Ano daw ang most common ano dyan, weight-bearing joints? What are the weight-bearing joints among the following? Correct answer is letter A. Hips and knees, no? Yan ang ating weight-bearing joints. Ma'am, let's keep on 57. Okay, what's the question for 57? What's the question for 57? So, nag-aantay ako ng text yung aso ko sinasagot. 57, drop yung sa chat box. Wala akong 57. Okay. So yeah, Messenger Sugar is assessing a client member on Cushing syndrome. Which observation, which observation should the nurse report to the physician immediately? Correct answer is letter B, an irregular pulse and an irregular pulse because that could lead to cardiac arrhythmia, no? Which is a danger and which is a priority. Wait, I'll show you guys yung sa Cushing and yung sa, kasi tinalisan. Nung nag-ready kasi ako sa board exam, wala kasi mga walnuts dito, pero yung mga notes ko siya. Ang ginawa ko, pinagtabi-tabi ko yung mga sakit, natutunan yung kay Sir Keith, pinagtabi-tabi ko yung mga sakit, pwede mo nga i-differentiate. So this is the topic for Cushing, ha? So ang Cushing's daw, everything is high except except potassium, except calcium, and pulse rate. So irregular pulse rate is delicado, it will lead to cardiac arrhythmia. And then when your patient is having Addison, ayan ang ka-opposite niya ng Addison, sila is everything is low except the CAC, potassium, calcium, and pulse. Ayan. Mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo guys yung table na ipapresent ko sa inyo. Ayan. Isa ko lang sa Messenger or group para makita nyo yung mga signs and symptoms. Ito signs and symptoms ng Addison. Ito signs and symptoms ng Cushing. Si signs and symptoms ng Cushing, sila yung merong what do you call this? Snowmans. Sila merong truncal, fragile arms, tapos malaki yung chat, shiny hair, those stuff. Alright, please clear everyone for number 57. Nasabayan ba kahit wala sa PPT? Nakakasabay naman guys. Alright, thank you po. Next. 58. Ayan. Nabanggit ko na hips and this, they were the one that is commonly site of weight-bearing joints. Next, number 59. As part of health teaching, Nurse Maddie instructs Mrs. Tina that to effectively decrease joint pain, stiffness before starting her daily activities. She should not do which of the following, excluding, not do, excluding, double negative. Pag double negative, what are you looking for? What type of answer you were looking for is double negative? You were looking for yes, positive answer, no, positive John, letter B. Hindi ka pwedeng magbigay ng codeine because that is answer that is harmful. Cold compress, no. Cold can further constrict the flow of circulation. Correct answer is letter D. Next. Being the patient's primary nurse, Nurse Mary collaborates with the healthcare team, especially the physical therapist. Nurse therapist recommended Mrs. Lima undergo a regimen of rest and physical therapy. Nurse Mary explains that the patient's this regimen will, ano ang goal mo guys? What's the goal here? So, nasaan ka na ba? Nasa therapy ka na, no? Regimen, that is letter D. Prevent the crippling effect of the arthritis. That is rehabilitative na yung goal. Rehabilitation. Next screenshot po. Let's move on to the next one. 61. So, yung maganda natin yung situation is parang hindi tayo mawala sa track, no? So, si Iki daw has been wearing eyeglasses since siya ay 5 years old. Ngayon, nag-18 na siya. Siyempre, parang bibigyan natin, ano na, parang ako conscious sa body image nila. Sabi nga, magkakontak lens na lang ako para maganda tingnan, ganyan, ganyan. And ngayon, mag-24 birthday na siya, sinugod siya sa ER, gawa ng severe eye pain. After assessment, he was diagnosed to have corneal ulcer. Now, he was diagnosed to have corneal ulcer. The correct answer to that is, okay, so the situation, which of the following affects the ability of the eye to clearly focus? Ang mata natin, guys, parang yung lente, no? Para siyang lente, na mayroong curve. Parang, di ba yung camera, ginaganon mo siya para mag-focus. So, same siya sa ating mata. Kung nasaan ang curve, ayun yung responsible para mag-focus yung vision natin. Therefore, the correct answer is 61 is letter C. Number 62. Which of the following is the predisposing factor for EJ's condition? Nabanggit na. Predisposing factor, nabanggit situation was the answer? Yes, letter B. Prolonged use of contact lens. Next. 63. Corneal ulcers are considered medical emergency. Which of the following nursing actions will be your priority? Priority, letter A. Remove the offending agent. But, if in a situation, example, itong lapis na to, guys, ay yung lapis na ay nakatusok sa mata ko, tatagalin mo ba o hindi? Tatagalin nyo ba o hindi? No, why? Because that could further destroy, that could damage, no, yung retina. Anong kailangan gawin? Anong nursing intervention mo kapag may nakatusok na lapis? What's the correct nursing intervention? The correct, yes, very good exercise. You need to stabilize using a cup, no, and then go to medical emergency right away. Go to ophthalmologist right away. Correct answer is letter A. Next, 64. Nurse Andy collaborates with the physician in the development of a drug regimen for the clients. Which of the following medication is least preferred? Guys, aside from working as a public nurse, aside from working sa government hospital, nag-duty ako as private duty nurse. Mama, ano po yung private duty nurse? Baka ngayon nyo lang narinig. Private duty nurse, ito yung one-on-one. Parang yung sa palabas sa Angel Oxin, yung everything about yung private nurse, meron akong VIP na pasyente. Gets? Yung sa kay Bill Santos, gano'n yung atakang nurse na yun, private nurse. So, yung nag-work ako as private nurse, meron akong pasyente no, na cancer patient. Sabi ko sa'yo, check lang yung pulse ox niya, yung pulse oximeter. Tapos binibp ko lang siya, tumitili, ay ng aray. Yun pala, yung mga cancer patients, yung mga onco patients. Ma'am, hindi yung kababa niyan, ma'am. Next question, pwede. Next question. So, ayun nga. So, since cancer patient, ang taas ng, ay, ang baba ng pain tolerance nila, BP lang, temp lang, umari na sila. Yun pala, nalaman ko nun, may mga cancer patient, ang baba ng pain tolerance nila. Which is why, kapag nakakaramdam sila ng pain, ano ang meds na dapat mong ibigay? Anong pain meds ang dapat mong ibigay? Among the following choices, what do you think is the correct pain meds? Opioids. Therefore, the least effective to them is yung acetaminophen. Because acetaminophen or Tylenol is just used for mild. A, C, and D are all opioids. No? These are used for moderate to severe pain. Yes? Next, 65. Screenshot po. 65. When titrating a drug for the client in pain, which of the following action is most appropriate? So ito, meron din ako sa pasyente. Pasyente ko pa rin siya hanggang duty ko mamaya. Since mamaya duty ako ng 10 to 6 a.m. eh. Hindi ko lang tayo ngayon, no? Parang baka ako nito magsapalit. So yung pasyente ko, meron siyang CTT. What is CTT? Chest tube, tracheotomy. Nilalagay silang tubo dito sa gilid nila para ma-drain yung pleural fluid. Of course, masakit yun. Lagyan ka pa naman ng tubo sa gilid ng baga mo, be. Masakit yun. Ngayon, meron siyang pain meds na paracetamol, ketorolac, tramadol, diclofenac. Nalunod siya sa NSAID, nalunod siya sa, pain reliever, pain meds. Ano gagawin mo as a nurse? Kapag hindi tumatalab yung meds within 2 hours of its desired effect, you need to seek new order after 2 doses that do not achieve a tolerable pain relief. Screenshot po, 1212123. Next item, number 66. Guys, kapag meron ka pasyente na nakakaramdam ng sakit, maniniwala ka ba o hindi? Maniniwala ka ba kahit mukha siya nag-iinarte? Yes, maniniwala ka. Why? Because pain is known to be what kind of state ang pain? What kind of state of pain? Is it subjective or objective? Correct, subjective. Therefore, whatever the pain that your patient is suffering, maniniwala ka. You need to assess, you need to intervene. For number 67, nurse Andy assesses a client complaining of acute pain. The most appropriate nursing assessment will include which of the following correct answers that are B. The client's pain rating. No, ano yung natin, ma'am? From 1 to 10, gano'ng kasakit? 10 yung pinakamasakit. Ma'am, wait. Sige, be. Bagaan natin. Ayun, di ba? So, tatanungin mo sila, ma'am, gano'n po kasakit? 66. Oh, 66. Next. 66 ba? Wala pa yung 66, pasensya. Sige, drop it on the chat box, everyone. Ayan, ang sabi, one of the clients experienced severe pain, intractable pain. Kapag sinabi mong intractable, unrelieved, hindi nawawala. And complains that the pain medication hindi na gumagana. Which of the following action is most appropriate for the nurse? Ayan, ang correct answer dyan is letter D. I-refer mo na yung patient sa attending physician and immediately report that the pain medication is not providing adequate pain. Kailangan niyang ma-assess bakit hindi na tumatalab yung pain meds. Alright? Clear for number 66, letter D. For number 67, ayan, the client's pain rating. Ano? Ayan ang subjective. Madidetermine natin, makakompare pa natin kung nababawasan ba o lalo bang lumala yung pain na kanilang nararamdaman. Gets? Number 68. Meron ka pasyente dyan, di ba, na merong spinal cord injury who suffered from vehicular accident who was intubated, nabanggit na, intubated GCSA, due to respiratory arrest. At which level of the spinal cord does the nurse suspect to be expected? Correct answer letter B. C3 and C4, they were the one that is responsible for your phrenic nerve, and the phrenic nerve is the one that is responsible on the innervation of the diaphragm. What is the diaphragm? Muscle on your respiratory muscles sa iyong paghinga. Therefore, the correct answer is letter B. C3 and C4. C1 and C2, that is for your motor and sensory function. Same with C6, C5, hindi siya masyadong related sa respiratory. Although kabilang siya, C3, C4, C3, C4, C5, hindi na masyadong kabilang yung C5. Next. Number 69. A paraplegic client is for discharge to home, and the nurse correctly includes which instruction for patient education? Ano raw ang i-instruct mo? For number 69? Uuwi na yung pasyente mo na may paraplegic. Kapag may paraplegic, ang mahina sa kanila is yung other half. Parang crosswise, no? Kung ito yung katawan nila, mahina ganyan, no, kalahati. Kaya ang best assistive device for them is wheelchair. Kinakailangan na meron silang wheelchair. Correct answer is letter D. Encourage home modification. Pwede yung bahay nila magkaroon ng rampahan, lalo sila ay naka-wheelchair. Tapos yung pinto ng CR nila, mas maluwag na para mas makakadaan sila. Therefore, the correct answer is letter D. Ma'am, bakit mag-follow up to this clinic if you already feels fine? That is very vague. Pupunta lang ako sa clinic kapag feeling ko okay na ako. No, very vague. V, maintain bed rest best. Pag binakita ang bed rest sa board exam, huwag mong isagot yan, maling sagot yan. Bed rest would lead to a lot of complications. Pwede magkaroon ng pneumonia, no? So, no. C, instruct, borrow crutches. Hoy, best, napili ka pa na last week. Pwede makiram ng saklay? Pwede makiram ng saklay, mga assistive device, crutches, walker. Pwede makiram guys? No, why? It is specifically designed to each individual. Ang lakas naman kung hiniram mo yung saklay niya. Baka panty-panty. Kung nga may natik ng board exam, na-read yung panty namin, siramin mo na rin para sa iyo mapunta yung swerte. So, no, right? No. Correct answer is letter D. Pero gagawin niyo ba sa board exam? Kasabay ng red na underwear? Sa November 4 and 5, gagawin niyo ba yan, guys? Yes, walang masama kung maniniwala kayo. Naalala ko last year, lalo kaming kaklase, be. Tapos teacher namin si Sir Vince Tombok, itapo na November 2020. Yung panty, yung boxer niya, pinapirmahan niya kay Sir Vince, nakakaloka. Core memory. Next, naka-add to cart na ako. Yeah, Shopee 99 sale. Next, number 70. The nurse found out who cared for a patient with SCI spinal injury found that he also has renal calculi. The nurse knows that the patient with SCI are predisposed to develop kidney stones. Correct answer is letter A and D. Kidney, decreased ability to drink water may lead to dehydration. No? Kapag hindi ka umiinom, nagiging concentrated yung urine. Pag naging concentrated yung urine, nagka-calcify. Kapag nagka-calcify, namumuo yung stones. Same with immobility, kapag hindi gumagalaw, nag-form yung calcium oxalate together leading to kidney stones. In this one, guys, dalawa yung tamang sagot, A and D. But in board exam, of course, isa lang yung pwede mong shade. Hindi ka pwede mong shade ng dalawa. Baka malito yung machine, mamali na sunod-sunod. In this one, i-wait mo na lang, no? Usually, mga kapag yung kinakonsider ng DOA, nasa system na nila, na dalawa yung tamang sagot. Next, 71. Mali yung choice na nandito ha. Mali, nagkamali ko ako sa type. A 5-year-old pediatric client was admitted for tuberculous meningitis and ventriculoperitoneal shock (VPS) was surgically applied. The mother asked the nurse why it has to be placed. Which of the following is correct statement by the nurse? Correct answer is letter D. No, in order to release the overflow of CSF to exit the ventricles. Kaya nalalagay ng ventriculoperitoneal shock. That is the correct answer. 71, letter D. Wait lang, magpipisik lang ulit ako ng magic pang na. And hindi mo lang ito, wait lang guys. Nanunuyo talaga kapag tuloy-tuloy ako sa salita. Wait. Sorry. Next one. Number ano tayo, everyone? Number 72. Marami pong ibang sagot sa G4. Alam ko sa NP4, guys, marami nagsabi sa akin na tumataas yung score nila. Kamusta yung score nyo? Kasi kahapon, parang yung score ng student from 40 to 60 na, di ba tumaas? Yeah. Yun, marami garo mali sa G4. Plus 12 na po, congrats! So yung kayo nalugmok. Parang ano ba itong NP4? Papasa pa ba ako? Ito ngayon, di ba? Papasa, sure na sure, ma'am. Katas, parang dito to. Doon naman realize, ay, sumakses ka pala, tumama ka pala, best. Di ba? And then nauunawaan, yun yung mahalaga guys, yung nauunawaan natin. So kamusta? Papasa pa ba everyone? Kamusta na ang inyong scores? Kamusta na ang inyong nararamdaman? Papasa pa ba? Everyone, ma'am, nakakapagtaka na pala. Nakakapagtaka na yun pala tama. Ano daw? Nakakapagtaka na yun pala tama. Di ba? Kaya guys, minsan confusing talaga minsan. Kaya mahalaga na umaarte tayo ng ratio. Sa ratio, nako-correct agad. Kung ano meron kayong gusto i-clarify. Ma'am, bakit po ganito? Bakit po ganyan? Di ba? Right away, nakasagot yung tanong nyo. Right away, nako-correct kayo. Alright? Pero syempre, wala namang problema sa mga gusto mag-online. Lalo yung mga, syempre, may mga iba tayong kaklase na working student. That is also understandable. Okay? Next. 72. Na-mention ko na kanina yung merong pressure injury. The patient with spinal cord injury asked the primary nurse why he has to be turned every 2 hours. Bakit daw kinakailangan i-turn every 2 hours? Na-mention ko kanina sa MP3. Bakit kinakailangan i-turn every 2 hours in order to prevent? What are we preventing? Bed sores, right? We are preventing pressure injury. Therefore, the correct answer to that is letter. Ma'am, isa dami ng plus. Tapos send ko ng TRA yung mababa sa school ko. Ay, oo, ano ka pala? Yung pala yung school mo. Gets ko na, be. Gets ko na yung school mo. Yung mga taga-Baguio, gets ko na. Sinasag pa ng TRA. Sabihin nyo na sa admin, isa din yung totoong score. Sige. Dapat pala maayos yung scoring sa GForms, no? Since ganun nga yung sistema ng school nyo, which is sad. So yeah, kinakailangan natin silang i-turn in order to prevent prolonged reduced blood flow to the skin. Correct answer is letter D. Correct answer is letter D. Sasabihan ko na lang din yung admin or somebody na nag-aayos ng G-forms para ma-move yung scores nyo, ha? Sabihan ko na sila kaya makorek, okay? Hindi pala ako bagsak ng marami ng error sa G-forms. Yes, papasa na ba ang scores? Papasa na ba ang scores, everyone? Ano ba yung batay niyo para pumasa? Ako before pag nag-50 ako or 60, sa sarili ko pasado na ako. Di ba 50 to 60 ako parang hindi ko pasado na ako, okay na to. Hindi na ako nagiging ng 70, 80. Meron akong katabi nun, parang recalls 1 pa lang namin. Kaklase ko siya from different school siya, from Chinese General Hospital. Ay, Chinese General College siya. Yung score niya, recalls 1 pa lang 80, tapos yung score ko 33. Ayun, nung lumabas yung board exam, nag-top 4 siya nung PNLE, nung batch namin, top 4 siya. Naging friend siya, masipag siya mag-aral. 72 letter D. Parang sabi ko, na lang mabuko naman. Tapos, meron, guys, kukwento ko lang sa inyo ha. Kwentuhan lang. Nung nag-review ako sa board exam, humiwalay nga ako sa mga klase ko ng college. Lahat ng klase ko ng college, nasa tawid na board na review center. Ako lang yung nag-top rank. Tapos nagkaroon ako ng mga bagong kaibigan from Cotabato, from iba't ibang probinsya ng Pilipinas. Sila naging kaibigan ko. Tapos ang talino nila, kasi cum laude sila. Ako hindi naman ako cum laude. Ordinaryong estudyante lang ako. Sabi nila sa akin, mag-aral kasi para nakakasabi ka sa pag-uwi pinag-uusapan namin. Ganun level. Since then, nagsipag na ako mag-aral as in. Yung pagiging, yung pagdadawag nila sa motivate ka rin pala yun. Si Stevenson de Guzman ng Black Form, masipag po. Wow. Ayan, sipag, tiyaga, dasal, lahat yan magiging worth it. Okay? So correct answer to 73 letter D. Nag-turning in order to prevent, prolong, reduce blood flow. Next, 73. Which of the following is not unexpected manifestations from the patient na merong ECS? Ang loss of pain, temperature, and motor, lahat sila ay kabilang sa ECS. Yung letter C, hindi yan kabilang sa ECS. Correct answer is letter C. Next, screenshot. 74. Last 25 items and we'll be having our dinner break. Gutom na ba kayo, guys? Guys, gutom na ba kayo? Kaya pa. Hype paglay na? Gutom na? May nag-yes sa PM. Sakto lang. Di pa naman masasay pa. Gutom na. Kaya pa. Tapos na natin hanggang 100. Tapos, dinner break din tayo. Okay? Okay, okay? Game. Hanggang 100 dinner break tayo. Sorry. An infant daw ay dinala sa klinik by his mother who has noticed that he holds his parang ganito siya, nakaganyan siya. In an unusual position and always faces to one side. Which of the following is most likely explanation? What's the correct answer? What's the correct answer? Letter A, torticollosis. Torticollosis sila yung parang leeg ng tortoise. Kaya ang sabi torticollosis. Kasi yung sternocleidomastoid, we have sternocleidomastoid here ay maliit. Kaya ganun. Yung craniosynostosis, that is the early fusion of the fontanelles. Plagiocephaly from the words of play sounds like flattening of the head. And hydrocephalus, that is the increase CSF. Guys, sabi na G-docs ang mali. Why neck? Guys, his head is unusual. I will show you the picture of torticollosis para ma-imagine nyo. Nung nag-review ko sa board exam, ang study technique ko kasi guys is pictures, drawing, doon ko mas naiintindihan yung topic. Tapos nakikita ko sila. Ayan guys, no, yung next. Yung side, parang naka one side. Yan, naka ganyan. Ayan yung tawag na torticollosis. Therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Yung craniosynostosis, that is the early fusion of the fontanelles. Ano ba ang tamang age sa pag-fusion ng posterior and anterior fontanelle? Narinig nyo yan guys? Posterior and anterior fontanelle, what month? Nagko-close ang posterior fontanelle? What month? Narinig na guys, what month? 2 to 3 months, correct. Why? Bakit 2 to 3 months? Ang palatandaan ko yan, triangle has 3 sides. Mas maiksi ang posterior na merong 2 to 3 sides, merong 3 sides, kaya mas mabilis siya nag-close. Compared sa anterior, mas matagal siyang nag-close. That is around 12 to 18 months if I'm not mistaken. Diba? Ayun ang palatandaan ko. Drawing talaga yung ano ko nun guys, yung test taking strategy ko nun. Mamano ako mag-drawing ako. If I will show you guys, wait, baka mawala ha. Ipapakita ko sa inyo yung mga notes ko when I was reviewing for the board exam. Ayan, ito yung mga pwede kong i-share sa inyo. Yung meron din ako reviewer for NCLEX, mga previous recalls. Ayan guys, so yung ganyan ako mag-review, ayan yung mga transfers ko ng fundamentals. Kita nyo, ganyan ako mag-review nung ako nag-aaral sa board exam. I-share ko sa inyo guys kung pwede nyo magamit. Ito ang sasabihin ko sa inyo guys, pwede kayong mag-add ng resources. When you say add ng resources, from the top rank itself. Then, what do you mean by that? Na nanggaling sa mga dati nag-review sa top rank. Why? Kasi yung topic, same pa rin. Pero wag na kayong titingin ng resources from other review center. Kasi malilito lang kayo guys. Google lang yung inyong isip. Yes? Loyal ba kayo sa top rank? Loyal ba kayo sa top rank? May nagtatanong, huy, best yung tanong sa service center niya. Loyal ba sa top rank? Because what is our goal, top rankers? Nurses of 2022-25, what is our goal? To top the board exam. And yan ay pinangahawakan ng top rank. Guys, sobrang loyal ko sa top rank. Alam nyo, hindi ko alam kung maniniwala kayo. December 2023 pa lang last year, minessage ko na yung may-ari ng top rank para makapag-enroll ako sa top rank. Tapos nung pumasa ako sa NCLEX, minessage na ako nung may-ari ng top rank para mag-brasho, para mag-discuss sa inyo. So nakakatuwa lang, di ba? Alagang top rank, loud and proud. Next, number 75, screenshot. December 23, Daddy Rob. 75. Bird flu virus H5N6 had an outbreak in the province of the Nueva Ecija, Pampanga. This 2017, which of the following is true of the disease? Binanggit na bird flu. Kung gagamitin mo lang ng test taking strategy, ang sagot mo dyan, bird flu. What's the correct answer? Letter B. Infected birds can shed the virus in their saliva, mucus, and feces. And that is highly common sa mga poultry area, no? Sa mga provinces na merong farm, no? Yung bird flu. Next item is number 76. Wait lang ha. Wait lang guys ha. Yung aso ko kasi, hindi mo ako sa grooming, yung mga nagugupit ng buhok. Wait lang ha, text ko lang saglit. Natanong ko pwede na kunin. Wait everyone. Hindi mo ako kasi dalawang aso sa grooming. So yeah, let's move back. 76. The nurse instructed the communities in Nueva Ecija about prevention and treatment of bird flu. Which of the following is not part of her teaching? You are looking for negative answer. Guys, I want you to remember ang bird flu po ay hindi nakakahawa ng tao to tao. Tao to tao. Direct contact with the tao, hindi siya nakakahawa. Therefore, you do not need a separate isolation. Pamayan ako sa chicken, which is may kailangan nila mag-cold. Do not transport. Yes, bawal na ibang mga chicken from other places. And yes, you need to wear PPE lalo kapag ikaw nag-work sa poultry area. Correct answer is letter A. Next one, 77 screenshot. 77 na ulit lang. Utilitarianism. What is beneficence? What is the meaning of beneficence, everyone? Beneficence is doing good. Non-maleficence is doing no harm. Paternalism is when the surgeon or the physician decides for him or her patient. Guys, mag-review kayo maiga sa Palmer as in, nung time namin ang daming Palmer. Alright, sino yung Palmer nyo ngayon? Kasi si Ma'am Ortiz, yung maganda sa TikTok. Si Ma'am Ortiz or si Atty. Kapili. Sino Palmer nyo? Nag-Palmer na ba kayo or hindi pa? Baka hindi pa yung batch nyo. But yeah, sobrang solid nila. Atty. Kapili, the best talaga. Anong tawag doon? Saluhin, nakapangyarihan, the best. Ma'am, kailangan po ba namin kabahan of the new TOS? No, guys, hindi nyo kailangan kabahan. You were born to be prepared. Naghanda kayo. Ilang araw kayo nag-aral for board exam. Ang dami yung sinakripisyo. Hindi nyo kailangan kabahan. Kailangan nyo lang magdasal. Kailangan, ito ang technique sa board exam. Inisip ko ng board exam. Kaya dami yung tinapos ng libro. Inisip ko ng board exam. Kailangan nagawa ko lahat. Kailangan wala akong pagsisihan. And hindi ako kinabahan kasi ang sabi ni Sir Vince Tambok on the day of our board exam, wag mo isipin na nag-board exam ka. What do you mean by that? Wag mo isipin na nagtitigil ng X ng board exam, isipin mo na normal na araw siya, parang, di ba araw-araw kayo nagre-recall, araw-araw kayo sasagot, example ngayon medical 6, bukas medical 7, next medical 8, so isipin ko sa board exam, para lang kayo nagre-recall, para hindi kayo kabahan, maniwala kayo sa hindi, nung umupo ako noong sa test area ko, pasok ako, walang kakaba-kaba, as in, inisip ko para lang ako nagre-recalls, and lumabas ako, paglabas ko ng board exam room, sabi ko, Lord, may video ako nun eh, sabi ko, Lord, hindi man siguro ka top notcher, well, hindi naman ako top notcher, pero sure ako, Lord, na nurse na ako, and thank you for that. Ayan guys, ang pangbaunan nyo. Ma'am, baka mag-DJ na lang ako sa briefing, nambubunot ng ano po, nambubunot ng, we all know that, been there, done that. Okay guys, so some tips and tips, no? Some tips and tricks. Yes, may TOS na ano, yung binigay nila na parang siyang table of content, parang mag-exam, parang pointers to review. Ma'am, ilan po ang kailangan na rating sa public hospital? Also, need po ba ng experience? No guys, hindi mo kailangan ng experience sa private hospital. Fresh graduate din ako guys, nag-apply ako noong December. Ang inay ko kasi noon, naniwala ako sa chismis na parang pag PGH daw, kailangan 85 yung grade mo. So, ang inay ko na board rating nun is 89.90. Kasi nahiya pa ako, nilagay ko pang 90. So, yun, inay ko siya na board rating. And thank God nabigay naman siya. Pero no, hindi naman kailangan ng board rating sa public hospital. Hindi totoo yun. Ewan ko lang sa provinces ha. Kasi sabi ng iba sa provinces daw, parang backer system. Parang makapasok sa public work, ay ng ano, ng public hospital, backer system daw sa provinces. Hindi ko sure. If true, pero dito sa Manila, hindi po totoo. Okay? Okay, let's go back. Saan tayo na sa job hiring guys. Sa San Pablo nang hihingi ng rating. Oh, di ba? May iba. Kaya guys, if you could aim for the better rating, like 85, aim for that, wala namang masamang mangarap. But if not, do not lose hope. Be the risk taker that you could be, guys. As in, kapalan nyo lang mukha nyo sa job application, kapalan nyo lang yung mukha nyo sa opportunities. Guys, sobrang kapal ng mukha ko. Hindi ako top notcher, pero natatanong ako kay Sir V na may top. Sir, pwede po ba ako maging Russia? Yun ang taga-Russia. Kapalan nyo lang mukha nyo, and opportunities will go into you. No? Aalay sa iyo lahat ng inaasahan nyo from the universe. Alright, everyone? That are just motivational tips and tricks. Ma'am, ask ko lang kung hindi po ba ng passing score per entry sa board exam. Guys, nung time ko kasi, hindi ko rin alam kung ano yung specific na grade. Pero ang sabi nila, advice nila, at least maka 60 ka per item. 60 per item, para sure kang pasado ka. Yun yung mga EI. Alright? Magkano ka mag-zero base ka na, kailangan 60% sigurado ka. Okay? Next. 78. A self-employed automechanic is diagnosed with carbon monoxide poisoning. Admission vital signs are blood pressure 90-42, pulse of 84, perspiration 24, and O2 of 94. Guys, lumabas na nung nag-NCLEX ako, yung carbon monoxide poisoning. Ang carbon monoxide poisoning, they have the ability to panggap, no? Magpanggap na parang, magpanggap na sila yung O2 saturation, when in fact, hindi saturation na pala. Therefore, the correct answer to that is letter B. Administer 100% oxygen using NRM with flow rate of 15 liters per minute. No, kasi sila ay nag-DD set na. Correct answer is letter B. Screenshot, next 79. Kapit na lang isa yung mga nag-hypoglide. Kapit kayo, sama-sama tayo, papasa. 9, 79. A nurse is assisting in the care of client who is to be cardioverted, and the nurse plans to set a defibrillator to which of the following starting energy range level depending on the specific physician. What's the correct answer? Correct answer to that guys is letter A, 50 to 100 joules, no? Ang sinabi kasi starting energy, and ayan ang common na ginagamit sa merong cardioversion, yung nag-electrical shock. Another added info lang, no? Kapag mag-apply kayo, mga parang added flavor, yung magkaroon kayo ng BLS and ACLS training, no? Tinuturo yan doon sa American Heart Association. Next, mababalik po 78. Okay po. Screenshot. Next, 79. Yung 150 to 200 is common for defibrillation. 80. Ayan na, sinurse mo nag-apply ng patch, like an automatic external defibrillator or AED to the chest of a client who is pulses. The defibrillator has interpreted the rhythm to be ventricular fibrillation. What's the correct answer to that, guys? Correct answer is letter A. No, kapag ikaw ay mag-shock, electrical charge shock, anong kailangan mong sabihin? Wait, no, make sure na walang malapit sa pasyente mo in order to prevent electrical shock. Correct answer is letter A. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll now move on to number 81. A woman with hypothyroidism asked the nurse why the doctor told the nurse she cannot have sedative. The nurse response is based on which of the following facts. Hypothyroid, when I say hypothyroid, everything is low and slow. Sila ay under, downers. Ano ba sila? High ba sila or parang depressed? Anong sense symptom sila? Sila ay depressed. Therefore, when you will give it lang, inom ako ng tubig. Therefore, guys, ang sedative is also a downer. Kapag nagbigay ka ng downer sa patient na down na, like hypothyroid, that could lead to CNS depressant. Therefore, the correct answer is letter B. Ano pong number 80? It is letter A. Okay, everyone clear? Next, 82. Nausea and vomiting in which the client is of greatest concern to the nurse. The correct answer is letter A. No, clients post-ophthalmic surgery. We are avoiding increased IOP. Kasi increased IOP could further destroy the post-operative site. 81 po natin, letter B po. Next, number 83. Pure tongue odometry is ordered for Harold. Which of the following does this procedure measure? This procedure measures letter D. Letter D. Hearing acuity. No, hearing acuity. Screenshot po. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Next item. Ma'am, yung choice po ba? Po namin is letter. Ayan yung mga typographical errors. Pagpasensyahan nyo na everyone. Okay, wait lang ha. Charge ko lang yung MacBook. Wait, no, but sa charger ko. Wait. Baka mag-end. 82 po ulit, please. Ayan. 82 guys, yung nausea and vomiting. We were avoiding nausea and vomiting because sa patient na mayroong post-op eye operation. Kasi nag-increase yung intraocular pressure. Kapag nag-increase yung intraocular pressure, pwede na ito ma-damage yung operative site. Wait lang, charge lang tayo. Game. Ganun board rating bang gusto nyo guys? Gusto nyo may board rating kagaya ng board rating ng battery percentage ng iPad? Ganyan board rating bang gusto nyo guys? Why not? Be that we could be, diba? Next, number 83. Pure tone odometry, ayan. Hearing acuity, nabanggit na natin. Next, item number 84. Harold was found to have mastoiditis. Which of the following ear structure is affected? Nabanggit na. Correct answer is letter D. Mastoid, aerosols. 81. 81 natin is B. Okay, screenshot everyone. Next, which of the following is the most common cause of mastoiditis? Ano ang most common cause of mastoiditis? That is letter B. Unrelated ascites major or middle ear infection. Middle ear infection. Next, 86. Antibiotics have limited use in the actual treatment of mastoiditis because why? Ano yung ginagawa mo guys pag mag-drop ka ng eardrop? Pull the pinna up and back. That is masasino ba ang yung back up? Ngayon bala sino yung back up? Kaya up and back. And when children that is down and back from the word child, no? Child, children, down and back. Therefore, correct answer is letter C. Antibiotics do not easily penetrate the infected bony structure of the mastoid. Kaya pa guys, nakakasabay pa everyone. Babalik tayo guys, nakakasabay pa, kinakaya pa ba yung bilis ko? O nagdarap na ako, parang akong si Glock na dito. Kaya pa naman. Sakto lang everyone, sakto lang. Gets pa, naiintindihan pa. May natutunan pa tayo guys. May nalagdag pa sa ating information, no? May natutunan naman. Alright. Thank you so much po. Kaya ko yung wifi namin ng hindi. Ayun lang rapper ng taon, man. Hindi ko alam kung meron mang hindi pumasok sa klase natin ngayon. Hindi ko alam kung anong tunog ko kapag naka-times 2 pa. Try nyo i-share sa akin yung mga mag-message sa Facebook chat. Glock 9 Fusion with Eminem. Ano kayang sounds ko na kapag naka-times 2 pa ako? Curious tuloy ako. Gawain ko kasi times 2 ng discussion before. Lalo na pag parang mapapagalit pa ng konti. Sige, no problem. Gawain ko before, lalo ko pa 20 days na lang board exam na. Tingin mo 20 days na lang board exam na, lahat ng lecture ko naka-times 4 na, ganun. Naka-times 2 na. Pag nagka-cram na ako. Totoo yan, ginawa ko yan, naka-times 2 na lahat. Next, 87. Which of the following is the most common treatment for mastoiditis? Guys, the most common treatment for mastoiditis is mastectomy and tympanoplasty, removal of the mastoid and repair of the eardrum. Okay, screenshot. Next, 88. You have a patient for admission who has been diagnosed with bacterial meningitis. Which of the following type of isolation should you implement? Correct answer is letter D, droplet precaution. Let me just show you the ginamit ko na mnemonics. Ginamit ko na mnemonics, mga ko na review for NCLEX and for PNLE. Droplet, Spider-Man, nabigyan yan. Ayan guys, droplet, Spider-Man screenshot. Ginamit ko guys, mga naka-wall notes. Kamusta na yung wall notes nyo guys? May mga mag-review ba ng wall notes dyan? Kamusta na ang study area nyo ngayon guys? Ano ang status ng study area nyo? Mukha na bang, ano yan? Mukha na bang cave yan? Grabe kung makikita niyo yung study area ko before. Ang lala. Buti hindi malinis pa. Wow, sa malinis pa. Gusto niyo ma-review yung mga wall notes, ma? Wall notes, di ko lang din. Ganyan din ako before, very wall notes, hindi ko binabasa, kalat lang sa bahay. Pero parang masabi na, syempre pag sisilipin ka ng magulang mo, hindi pa board exam. Bawal kang utusan. Ito yung mga parang hindi ka pwedeng utusan, hindi ka pwedeng istorbohin. Kaya pagpasok ng nanay ko sa kwarto ko, puro yan notes. As in, ay, siksik mo ng anak ko, 15 years kasi siya eh. Hindi ako inutusan ng nanay ko noon, be. Pati yung kapatid ko, alam niyo ML, Mobile Legends, di ba Mobile Legends? Oy, dali mo, di ba ganyan? Yung kapatid ko noon, be, sabi sa mga kalaro niya, huy, huwag na kayo maingin, nag-review kasi yung ate ko. Tawang-tawa ka na buong pamilya ko nag-adjust dahil sa mga wall notes na dinikit ko. Wait, itatry ko ipakita. Tawag ba totoo ang ML moments. Tawang-tawa. Sige, mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo yung some fun stories, no? Siyempre kasi hindi mawawala. Isa akong cloud chaser talaga. Yung tipong, tiniktok mo yung mga recall scores mo. Papakita ko sa inyo. Hindi ko i-review yung TikTok ko. Pati yung NCLEX season ko, isa akong cloud chaser kasi. Pero naka-private lang naman yung TikTok. Ayan na yung TikTok. Papasa ka ba? Ayan ang study routine ko noon. Ayan ang scores ko nag-39, 40, di ba? Then, pumasa naman. So guys, okay panghihinaan sa scores niyo. Alright? Alright? Yung wall notes nasa wall lock. Ganyan din ako noon. Pero pwede nyo itong i-edit. Pero ito isa. Isa sweet. Contact precaution. Hindi ko kasi makabisado kaya sinashare ko na lang. Ayan siya. Screenshot niya guys, pwede siyang gawa ng wall notes ha. Kasi sabi niya yung notes na mas maayos. Alright? So yan, ang bacterial meningitis is part of droplet precaution. Ano naman kapag airborne? Ano ang airborne? MTV. What's MTV? Measles, tuberculosis, and varicella, right? So yeah, next, number 89. The attending physician of Mr. V, who has cerebral palsy and the seizure, described Tergetrol XR for him. Master V has a gastrostomy feeding tube. The medication prescribed is on the hospital's no crush list. Bawal dudurugan. What will you do guys? What will you do kapag no crush list? Correct answer is letter A. Ask the pharmacist. No, guys, sa hospital it is a healthcare team. May trabaho ang nurse, may trabaho ang pharmacist, radtech, medtech, it is a whole care team. Grabe naman yung tanong ni Isa. May nagtanong sa PM, ma'am, magkano salary pag nag-garage? May naka-record to be. Hindi ko pwedeng i-review na baka makasuhan ako. Pero tip na nga, tip. Kung bakit nilalaban ko ang pagtatrabaho ko sa public kahit nag-garage ako, kahit pagod na pagod na ako. Isipin niyo, ang duty ko kanina umaga. 10 to 6. Ibig sabihin, nakauwi ako ng bahay alas 7 ng madaling araw, ng umaga. Alas 7 ng madaling umaga. Natulog ako from 8 to 1 p.m. 8 to 12 p.m. natulog ako ganyan. And then nagising ako 1 to 2 p.m. Nag-prepare ako for our class ngayon. Tapos mag-garage ako ngayon hanggang 9 or 10 p.m. Tapos ang duty ko 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Alam niyo kung bakit? Chichika ko na sa inyo mga future rusher. Mas malaki yung bayad dito kaysa sa bedside. Yun lang. So sa nagtanong, ayun yung mas nakakabuhay yung kinikita sa pag-garage. Ayun lang. Pero syempre hindi ko pwedeng iwan yung bedside best kasi syempre kailangan ng experience to serve the Filipinos abroad. Ayun siya. Hindi pa naman ako tumatagal sa pader. Kaya, thank you ma'am, lalo ka ng motivate. Yes. Tapos pag wala kang grasya, wala kang public nurse, walang government, mag-private duty nurse ka pa. Resume na agad ako para mag-grasya dito. Let's G4M sa ngayon dahil walang 4M. Kailangan sa Pilipinas natutok din trabaho. Paano pa schedule is nagsasabay? Sabi ng isa. So yung schedule guys is nagsasabay. Nire-request ko kasi, dito kasi sa pag-grasyo, kami yung nasusunod sa schedule, which is maluwag. Ngayon, if kunwari, halimbawa, kagabi ang duty, hindi pa ako 10 to 6 kahapon, isang duty ko kahapon 2 plus 10. Ibig sabihin ng 2 plus 10, mula alas 2 hanggang 6 AM kinabukasan 16 hours na duty din. Ayun pa yung duty ko kahapon. Pag ganyan nagsasabay, no choice, kailangan mong mag-prioritize mo yung mas mabigat. Alright? Syempre mas mabigat yung full time mo. But you need to still time management. Kayang-kaya yan. Okay, ma'am, 100% na ito na tatanggalin ko na sa charge. Lalo na sa atin guys, yung mga ano, syempre fresh grad, bata pa, pag wala ka pa masyadong responsibilities, kaya mo siyang ipagsabay-sabay. And guys, mag-invest kayo sa career nyo. Gonna get that RN para sa malaking sweldo. Sana ko hindi po ako ng TRA. Yes, why not? Maniwala kayo sa hindi. Dati nag-video lang ako mag-isa na parang nag-garasya lang ako. Ganito, ganyan. And look, andito na ako ngayon, nag-garasya na ako. Kahit hindi ko alam kung may naiintindihan ba kayo sa akin. Masaya ako sa ginagawa ko, honestly. Without thinking of the salary, masaya ako na nag-garasya ako sa inyo. Honestly, guys. No joke, no joke. As in, so yeah, let's move on para makakain na ang lahat. Masaya ba kayo guys? Nagtuturo ako sa inyo. Baka naman kayo hindi kayo masaya na nagtuturo ako sa inyo. Baka sana kami natutunan sa inyo, ma'am. Next item, salary review for Russia. Pag hindi na-recorded. PM na ako. Next, 90. You have been observed by your nurse manager that when you gave the IV medication, you disconnected the flush syringe first and then locked the intermittent infusion device. Which of the following would be the most effective way to improve the nursing practice? Best. Pag binakita sa board exam na evidence-based practice, ano, mag-isip ka pa? Huwag na, isagot mo na yan. Yan yung tamang sagot. Evidence-based practice, walang rasya-rasya. Ayun na yung sagot. Alright? Next item, number range lang daw, ma'am. Yung range, yung per hour ko sa bedside, times 4 dito sa pag-garasyo. Ayun yung range, okay? So, complete na lang. Next, times 2 to times 3, ganun. Times 2 to times 3. Next, number 91. Tapos ang ganda pa kasi, nandito lang ako sa bahay, nandito lang sa kwarto ko. Di ba? Hindi ko kailangan makisama sa mga tao. Search nyo na magkano bedside. Oh, SG15, search nyo na. SG15, buhay na buhay talaga. Hanggang hindi pa nakakaalis ng pinipilit. Para daw makakaalis ng pinipilit mo. True, nag-experience na ako na ayoko na mag-bedside because of nursing na ako. Pero honestly, guys, yung being a nurse, kaya gusto ko talaga maging nurse. Kasi iba ito, gusto ng nanay nila, gusto ng tatay nila. O hindi naman ako 60K. Ang OA, syempre yung per hour, hindi naman ako 8 hours dito, hindi naman ako full time dito. Pero umabot ng ganun, yung mga, lalo yung mga national review lecturer, feeling ko umabot sila ng 6 digits. Feeling ko umabot sila ng 6 digits. As in, ang laki. So ayan, kwento, at ayan, ano na tayo, dream check lang. Kayo ba gusto nyo talaga maging nurse, bedside nurse? Gusto nyo ba talaga maging nurse, yung nasa hospital tayo, para alipin kayo sa gilid-gilid, gusto nyo ba talaga? Yes, kasi talaga iba. Iba talaga parang gusto lang ng magulang nila, 'di ba may gano'n? Medyo, 'di ba? Kind of, yan maraming no, pero ipagpapatuloy pa rin natin kasi siyempre sayang ang effort. Iba pa rin kapag meron kang career, of course, for your isipin ko in the future for your growth. Ako honestly guys, sobrang daming beses ko ng kinwestiyon kung para ako sa pagiging nurse. Feeling ko kasi hindi siya para sa akin, eh. Feeling ko hindi ako magaling. Feeling ko hindi yun para sa akin. Mas gusto ko magnegosyo guys. Nagti-TikTok live ako before, mas gusto ko magnegosyo. Pero alam niyo yun, parang inaalaw ka ni Lord na maging nurse and sa bedside, sobrang nakaka-drain. Alam niyo parang kagabi, pagod na pagod na ako, may namatay akong pasyente, yung pasyente ko pa namatay tapos lumabas na lang sila bigla-bigla kinuha ng St. Peter, hindi mo lang nagsabi sa akin. Kaya sobrang stress na stress ako. Tapos nung umaga, sinasabi pa ako ng doktor, bakit daw hindi ko sinigil sa isusulat niya. So sobrang nakaka-drain ng bedside nurse honestly. But na-realize ko na hindi lang pala doon umiikot yung pagiging nurse. Kaya nito, nakakapag-graduate ako, nakakapag-private nurse ako, may mga soft nursing akong racket. Hindi lang pala doon umiikot yung pagiging nurse. Marami palang career growth, career ventures, no? So ayun guys ha, once maging nurse na kayo, feel free to message me para matulungan ko kayo sa ganun. If hindi siya para sa inyo, ililid tayo ni Lord kung para saan tayo. Okay? But this time yung lisensya na yan, para sa inyo yan. I-claim natin yan. Okay? Okay everyone? Clear? Anong goal natin guys? Papasa ba tayo lahat? Quick check bago mag-dinner break. Papasa ba tayo lahat? Papasa because our goal is to top the board exam and to be the safe and kind nurse. Yes na yes, ang dami pa rin buhay. Okay? Next. Dito na ako nag-open up. Dito na ako nag-open up ng career venture ko. Next, papasa at yayaman, of course. Okay, 91. Being an ER nurse, Jake knows that triaging is a skill that she must master. She is aware that triaging is performed in order to, bakit tayo triaging? Lalo sa ER. Diba? Sa ER is the first come, first serve naman, hindi parang nagpa-reserve ka. In order to direct all available resources to the most critically ill patients. Next one, number 92. ER nurse in hospital uses a 5 level of emergency severity index. Guys, meron din yung table na ipapakita ko sa inyo mamaya. Wait lang, sabi na pakuha na yung aso ko. Wait lang ha, 3 minutes break. Sabi, tingnan nyo yung chat. Mama, pakuha na lang po yung aso niya, magsasara na po kasi kami. wait lang. 5 minutes break guys, sige mo na, wait lang ha. Para naman akong pabayaan sa part na 'to. Ay, sorry my dog. Ayan yung aso ko, dalawa sila. Pero nandun kasi sa grooming ngayon, 'di ba? Cute. Share ko lang. Yun lang yung ano ko, stress reliever ko. Okay, 92, ayan nga. Nabanggit namin na 5 levels of emergency severity. Kapag ganyan guys, ayun yung table na mamaya papakita ko sa inyo. Happy ko lang yung notes ko for that. And that is emergency severity level 2. Okay, sino kumuha ng dog mo, ma? Hinatid ko yung aso ko dun sa ano, hinatid ko yung aso ko sa grooming station, parang parlor ng mga aso. Hinatid ko doon, tapos sabi, ang daming aso pa doon. Sabi nila, ma'am, balikan mo na lang po. Eh, may klase ako ng 3 PM nga, which is kayo. Sabi ko, sige, pabalikan ko na lang po, pag-text na lang po ako. Pag okay na po. Ayun, nag-text, okay na daw, pwede na sunduin. Parang anak pinasok ko lang sa school. Next, number 93. Dalawa pa naman sila, bali magkapatid naman sila ng iwan, doon di sila malulungkot. Nurses are expected to be competent in prioritizing, in performing emergency assessment. Again, prioritization. Ano na yan? Alam niyo na yan, guys. Master na master niyo na yan. Prioritization. Hindi ka na maliligo pa si cancer. What's for cancer? Cancer is better. C. Airway clearance. So, ayan ang uunahin nila. Right? Next, number 94, screenshot. Nurse Jake receives and assesses competent in prioritizing and performing an emergency assessment. For the injured passenger, Nurse Jake knows that she should prioritize. She should prioritize who? Who? Sorry, di ba next sa inyo, guys? Wait, naglag ba ako? Wait lang, nasa next slide na ako. Yes, mukhang naglag. Hold on. Okay, yan. Naglag ako, guys. Wait lang. Wait. Nawala ata ako sa Zoom. Ako yung nawala. Ako yung disconnect sa Zoom. Wait lang, grabe lang ako nawala ng disconnect. Wait, napajoin lang ako ulit. Gutom na ba, guys? Kaya pa? Hi everyone. Nandiyan pa kayo? O hindi ako ina-accept ng host. Kamusta guys? Anong feeling na mag-ghost ng lecture? Ayun, bakit ghost naman? Tinan mo kung mag-ghost pa ako. Oh my gosh, nawala ako. I'm so sorry. Mami, na-accept mo ba sa akin? Hindi ako ina-accept ng host. Nag-message ako sa messenger. Okay everyone, let's go back on. Nakakahiya. Parang tinigilas ko kayo, porque August pa lang. Ma'am, ang dami nangyari. Anong nangyari? Nawala yung mga chat. Nakakainis. Sorry na ako. Naloka ako. Salt air. Ano yung kanta yesterday? I forgot. Sabi ko, ano nangyari? Tapos na ba yung ano? Tapos na ba yung discussion? Nawala ako, bes. Sabi ko, mama, ako na yung nag-chat. Di ba usually kayo nag-chat yan? Mama, pa-check lang po, na-disconnect po ako. Sabi ko, mama, na-disconnect po ako. Nakakaloka. Game. Yun ang topic na nga. Okay, everyone, nasa na 573 participants. Makaginos nga na ako, ha? Mama, sorry na kung rush ng 92. Yes, kasi ilagay yung rush ng 92, ha? Yung table, papakita ko sa'yo. Hindi ko siya mapapaliwanag na wala siyang table. Kasi para siyang yung sa AHA. Okay, 579, double check lang attendance check. Yung mga future top notchers, papasa pa ba? Ayan, bago tayo mag-break. Or baka iniwan nyo na rin ako. Baka sumama na kayo sa liwanag, mga besi ko. Ayan, papasa. Yes. Sasabay ba kayo, top rankers? Sasabay? Sasabay. Gina pa sa Vortex, ha? Gina G, alright. Let's go. Let's do it. Tapos natin bago ang dinner break. Game. Ayan, ginawa na. Thank you po sa pagkano, co-host. After po kayo, salamat po. Next. 94. Nurse Jake receives and assesses an injured patient, and he referred to the resident on duty that the patient is possibly experiencing hypovolemic shock. Possibly hypovolemic shock, hypotachy. Bakit naging hypotachy? Why is it tachy there? That is a compensatory mechanism in order to increase the perfusion. Correct answers that are a screenshot, SSD. Pag may mga madam pa screenshot ko, yours na yan. Yun ang under ko pala. Next, number 95. Another patient is rushed into the hospital to see the concussion. Concussion is pasa. During the accident, nurse Danica assesses that he opens his eyes spontaneously and obeys command. After assessment, she gives him following is the priority nursing diagnosis. What is the correct answer for that, guys? What is the correct answer? Letter D, guys. Kapag ang patient mo, mababa na or altered na yung kanilang level of consciousness, high risk sila for injury, high risk sila for fall. Alright? Correct answer is letter D. Screenshot everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Next, number 96. In the later cause, guys, di ba meron situation dyan? And the situation there is yung patient na meron Hodgkin's lymphoma. When your patient is having Hodgkin's lymphoma, more likely he has similar signs and symptoms of tuberculosis. And what is the correct answer for number 96? That is letter A. Fever, night sweats, and weight loss. Next, number 97. Screenshot. Next. The nurse is assigned to the patient who knows knowledge to physical self-care and risk prevention. What should the nurse do first? Guys, kapag nalunok ako ng pwede mong gawin, that is letter B. Plan a health teaching. Maling sagot ang i-refer mo siya sa physician. Maling sagot ang start a meeting with the patient significant address. No document, no wala pang ginagawa, may document ka na. Correct answer is letter B. Plan a health teaching. Next item, number 98. Screenshot. Next. 98. The patients ask the nurse, why am I giving 4 chemotherapeutic drug all at once over a prolonged duration? Correct answer is letter D. The combinations of drugs have different synergistic effects. Alam niyo, sayang, hindi ko mabasa yung previous copy yung chat. Baka mamaya chat nila, may ginawa tayo ni ma'am, hindi mo na tayo ni ma'am. Ang hindi ko mabasa yung chat. Save. No, so correct answer for number 98 is letter D. Guys, when your patient is undergoing chemotherapy, you have to know that it also kills good and bad bacteria. Good and bad cells, leading to high risk for infection. Alright, next number 99. Ayan nga nabanggit ko, high risk has to be neutropenic precaution, high risk sila na magkaroon ng infection. Correct answer is letter B. Bumababa ang kanilang WBC count. Screenshot. Next number 100, last item before our dinner break. What will be the most appropriate nursing diagnosis for patients undergoing chemotherapy? Correct answer is letter C. Risk for infections related to immunosuppressive effects of chemotherapy. And now we'll have our dinner break. Guys, sana matapos siya ahead of 9 p.m. para mabalikan natin yung mga na-late na pumasok, no? So, kamusta naman ang ating discussion, guys? Quick check lang. How was our discussion? Nakakaantok ba? Tinatamad na ba yung iba? Sumasama na ba sa liwanag? Kamusta ang ating